Okay, definitely not the second take. Let's
Hey,
do
DM,
this.
I can't help but
Yes.
notice that you now have a beard and nicely trimmed hair and everything that
I got
way.
it today, thank
Yeah,
you. You got
yeah.
a point of
Oh, it's so well
inspiration.
sculpted. Is that called a
That is a
fade?
nice haircut.
You guys sucking up right away. Gee
Yeah,
whiz.
persuasion, critical success, got inspiration.
Well, I'll
I'm gonna need
genuinely
it.
give you an inspiration.
Really,
Just
it
because
really
me.
accentuates your natural comeliness.
Alright, the
Looks
second
very-
one I might
Inspiration
keep
for everybody, since we get it at the beginning of the session anyway.
That's
what a
you get.
haircut flex you've managed.
I've got integrity. I'm not kissing up to the DM.
Alright, but I'll haircut aside.
Kiss up to the tree father, I don't see what the difference is.
He's got beautiful green eyes. That's
He's
what.
Jasper's DM.
Put it bluntly, you have all knocked down the cellar doors of Vokial's keep last we left off, and had embarked, that being Dacre and Jasper, Hargis, with some strange parallel observations of how Shadow Amara compares to Amara. You are finding yourselves looking for the LawRiter Gauntlets yet again. But you're growing ever closer, as the book has indicated that is somewhere within Vokial's castle, which you have now infiltrated, seemingly killing the first set of guards, absolutely annihilating my Iraq and challenging 8 or 9 monster with, like, I don't know, around.
Was
And
it
asking for
established
it.
that this is Vokial's castle? It's definitely, like...
I mean, if you want to disregard the giant white and black banners outside,
That's
the
true.
fact that the guards are like, hey, the master is same guards.
Garganta, where Vokial was. Okay, so yeah, we can...
There's also the mailbox out front that just says Vokial, address, middle of nowhere, Shadow Realm.
If you really want to believe this will be like a, what was it? It was one of the Uncharted series where people built an entire city just as a diversion. You're free to. However,
Put it past
you
them.
find yourselves having reduced the demons that with the strange scorpion-like horns in the back of their heads to ash, as they had died here, probably returning to whatever hellish place to say, hey, do you guys realize the Firebrands are in Shadow Amara? It's gonna take my body like 7 years to reform, but hey, whatever. And I believe you killed all but one Will-O-Wisp, the last one turning invisible and fleeing. And
There's one wise Will-O-the-Wisp.
it is indeed. You do find yourselves in the area. You notice the
We are
front
the pool.
doors have not opened, so you get the sense that it's actually pretty hard to hear combat through all that stone, or whatever wards may enter this place. So nothing appears. No alarm or system has seemingly gone off yet. I believe I described this place with. You had come in from a corridor to the right of the entrance. You come in, you're in a... You go straight, as in further into the castle. You'll find 2 winding staircases going upwards before leading off to another series of different rooms. And the one to the left, you look down, should you investigate it, you will find that it is a small prison area.
So wait, he has a home where you go in through the front door and immediately split levels, one's to the dungeon, one's to his upper rooms.
There's one to the dungeon, one to the upper rooms, and then the other one's to the cellar he abandoned.
Oh.
I have a separate point I'd like to raise real quick before we move on.
What is this?
So we killed all the Will-O-Wisps?
All but one.
There's missing. One went invisible and fled from you. The other ones were vaporized by your spirit guardians.
Right, and I think the important thing to realize here is that one that escaped was inherently just a little bit better than the other Will-O-Wisps, and it probably had a good beard, because it was the Will-Riker-o wisp, and as we all know, the beard, it really makes a difference for a Will. And
It really does.
it's a bit of a stretch, but I need that to be the headcanon here. Do you guys know the Riker's beard theory? I feel like there's some not
I don't.
registering of Riker's beard.
Never
Oh boy, that joke landed just real flat then. You guys need to catch up on your Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh no,
because-
I know, because I've been watching it.
I did
So
love the
in like
idea of a
season
monster
one,
that could-
yeah, season one, Will-Riker,
Will-Riker.
yeah, Will-Riker, no beard, clean shaven, and the show was doing okay, middling to fine. And then at some point in season 2, I think he grows
With
his beard out,
beard.
and the show really took off around the same time.
And he
And so
loses
everyone
his beard,
talks
yeah.
about, and he had like kind of a character change too to make him a little bit more of a debonair kind of playboy guy. And so there's an ongoing thing about Riker's beard being like something that saved Star Trek, kind of, and just things like
So
that.
it's
About
like-
the beard effect, Riker's beard, and all that. So
Fascinating.
Some kind of brain controlling triple hybrid is what you're saying.
yeah, and then they called him Will. All the
Well,
time.
I'm afraid I had to give that wisp an inspiration point to escape, because he had such a good haircut like I have today.
Any good beard gives the wearer a point of
I
inspiration.
love the concept of a mage who's like can only be killed by references, but he's like the most uncultured mage ever. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Surely you must know
Anyway.
something from the 90s. Come on.
Like, no.
Hey, Next Generation holds up, man. That show is gold.
Oh, Next Generation with Pike? Yeah, I just finished all that.
Alrighty.
Oh, no, that's... yeah, anyways.
Picard.
With the three of you, how should you continue forward? I
Strange
noticed
World.
you have taken a lot of beatdowns. I know Hargis was being like stabbed repeatedly by one of them with a pitchfork. I
I'm
didn't
totally
think my challenge rating
fine.
4s would be more like dangerous than the one beast I threw at you, but it turns out it's strength in numbers, Numbers, I can't talk.
Alright, so our choices are up the stairs, right?
Yes, if I could, I'll draw like a really crappy map out for you just to get it all like ideas, but like continue.
Yeah, I mean, even
I
if
have
just
no
for now, if you
idea.
want to just kind of give us our choices. So there's up the stairs.
Up
We
the
just
stairs
came
to the
from
left of the
cellar.
dungeon. You just came from the set. You have way to the dungeons, or you have up the stairs to up 2 different staircases, which lead to the same spot. This is one of those douchey staircases.
Yeah, like a mansion.
And and that would go forward like long ways, essentially.
Well, I mean, just because we're looking for Ivan, I feel like it'd be unwise to not check the dungeons, right?
All right.
Why
I can't
would Ivan
imagine
do
Ivan
what-
letting himself get caught, but maybe he did it strategically or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we check the...
That's worth looking at just in case.
No trust. No trust whatsoever. Thinking I'd be in the dungeon, I'd be working for the man.
Maybe
You are-
you're the warden now. I don't know. It's
Is
too
it
hard
really
to
so?
see.
Disguised as the warden.
Too hard to
Anyways.
see with the pencil, sorry.
Fine, that's fine. It's
I
not
was
that
just kind of
funny.
drawing
I
like
think
a basic thing, like probably not even close, but as long as we know what our choices are, we can kind of
yeah.
build the...
It's like it's a narrative dungeon, the one they don't make maps on. They just say these are your options.
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm just
It
gonna
only
take
research
a
the more we
on
explore it, I think.
and upload.
You know, Narrative Dungeon is a pretty good name for a podcast.
narrative. We should try something. Anyways,
All right,
you
so
move
the dungeon.
you move down to the dungeons. You find that this is kind of a pathetic excuse for a dungeon compared to what you guys have seen before in terms of jails, especially the elaborate jails. One of them, I believe, you killed Vokial in, being the I don't remember what it's called, like Greenway Forest Jail. It's blanket on my mind. Anyways, this is your standard 2 sets of cages on each side. One to the right cells, one to the left cells, and at the end, a little chair for some guard to sit on. You notice that there is a skeleton in place of where a guard would sit. It does not appear to be animated. It just appears to be a guy who died. There is only one cell that's occupied, and it's namely by rats and a really bored-looking gray folk. But when have you not seen that?
To be fair.
Another Newport.
Yeah.
Looks like he's like throwing rocks at the wall, kind of expecting them to come back, and when they don't, he's just like,
Typical.
Wait, Argus has a curious notion. He just looks at the spot where he's been throwing rocks to see if he's worn any made any progress in breaking out.
No, this is thick stone. He's throwing like tiny pebbles.
Oh, boy.
I'll turn my detect magic on, just kind of look around, see if there's any. If this is like a mundane. Are they like mundane cells or?
He looks like a very mundane set of cells. No abjuration magic anywhere.
Okay.
Or any magic really.
I'll just kind of lean against the cell with the gray folk and just be like, "Long day,
He looks
long
up to his
incarceration. How long you been in there?"
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really been counting.
Yeah, kind of figured. What are you in for?
Think existing. No, you just kind of wander around doing nothing, and you wander to the wrong place. And you'd think there would be no wrong place specifically in a place that's all a wrong place. But then you find it, and then you get tossed in here.
Who tossed you in here?
I think it was one of those big guys with the swords and made of bones.
Oh, okay. Had any visitors?
Rats, namely. You look at the rats, and they don't really look like regular rats. They just seem like these, how do you put them? They're just dead rats. I don't want to, I'm tempted to make this how rats work, but they're really just dead rats that move around. They're not like animated, they just kind of slide on the ground.
Oh, just...
Like a really
an invisible mage hand is just like moving around.
Or like a really poorly coded rat in a video game.
But the physics engine still works, so its tail's kind of like... Oh, creepy. I see. Alright, has anybody else been in these cells? Have you been alone in here for a long time? Or?
Yeah. I mean, I hear people or monsters walking around. Sometimes one of those scorpion head guys will come in and poke me with something just for their amusement, but then they just leave. I don't really care.
Want us to bust you out, or either way, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, if it's convenient for you, I guess.
I don't know. It's up to you, man.
Give it a try.
We're just passing through, so...
I honestly couldn't care either way.
I just kind of look at the other guys.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you come with us if you carry a pack.
Yeah, that actually kind of sounds exciting. It sounds like something to do. I'll take you up on your offer.
I was expecting him to be like, I'm good.
Great folks are void motion. Prospect of having it, it's like, okay, maybe.
Yeah, they only can
I don't want to get your hopes
up. At a time.
Handing out lint.
I mean,
falling from the sky.
All right, do you guys break it from? It's really not like a simple.
Yeah, I'll just kind of chop through the padlock and open
all right,
the cell for him.
He walks out and he walks up to Hargis and he's like, "Hey, I don't know who you are, but how much stuff am I carrying?"
I just flip off my bedroll and stuff. And there you go.
All right.
You got a
Puts
name,
it on his back.
buddy? Is like a human person?
It just looks like a human. He looked like he had some dwarvish features, but he's a human.
Okay. You got a name, buddy?
Yeah. I think it was Lockup.
Easy to remember.
As you recall, most people don't have names here. It's simply just what they do or what their occupation is.
So he's been here long enough to where he's just been replaced by
his name's become Lockup.
Well, come on, Pack Bear.
Alright, I'll kind of...
Is that my new name?
You said Buddy. Let's just call him Buddy.
Okay, buddy.
Alright, I'll be Buddy then.
I'm gonna just kind of hit the walls with my... with the pommel of my sword, see if there's any secrets or anything. Any panels.
Sadly, this is the part of the dungeon that offers you nothing. Like, there's just nothing to find here. I gave you an NPC, and as per usual, you've adopted one. As with the quota, as with the pledge of all D&D players, at least one NPC adoption. Hello, Isaac.
And he'll die a tragic death again.
You'll jump in the way of Hargus as a poison bolt just shot at him, you know. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm immune. I'm a dead guy, remember?
Alright, so I'm just like, yeah, there's nothing in here, so we can move on to the, move on upstairs, I guess.
Alright, cool. He starts moving his way out. You notice he's not incredibly. You notice he's dull in all, but he's not like stupid. So he looks around the room and he sees like what would be a classic dungeon tool or like a jail cell tool. You know what he sees? Probably just a crowbar.
Needle?
Picks up a crowbar and he's like,
"Oh, nice.
This'll do."
Now you can defend yourself if we get into a scrap.
I mean, gray folk don't really care about things, but like they don't care not to do things. So right, it all evens out, right?
That's a
How's he
great
dressed?
attitude, actually.
No motivation to do anything, but no motivation to object when other people tell them to do something.
Defend yourself. Sure, why not?
Sort of like the guards at Anthrax.
Alright, I guess we'll make our way back and up the staircase then.
I believe the monsters you had watched had gone up the right stairs specifically, but there's only one guy, so take your choice of which staircase you want, unless you can fly all the time.
Yeah, Jess.
Funny you should mention.
Maybe explore a little bit. Or what do you think?
What, you just want me to zip up to the top here?
Yeah, maybe just look around real quick, see if there's, I don't know, maybe from up there you could see if there are any, like, traps on the staircases or anything.
I will zip around and investigate as I go.
Make an investigation check, friend.
18.
You observe, and you do notice on one of the staircases, actually on both staircases, you notice glyphs, as in glyphs of warding. What's strange is that you notice they're deactivated. You don't have any residing magic in them. They're simply glyphs set up for magic.
And my detect magic would also show they're not active.
Yes, that's what I was trying to indicate.
Alright, well, things look clear enough up here. You want to check out upstairs next?
Yep.
Alrighty.
I'll go up the right staircase.
Alright. Make a nothing save, because absolutely nothing happens.
Nat 1, I failed. Something happened.
After rolling a random encounter.
It's like, I didn't think you could do that bad for nothing. I gotta make something happen now. Tread lightly in a world of gods. Anyways, as you continue way up the staircase, you notice that this splits up into two different areas. One to the left with a solid, like, metal wood mixed door, you know, like classic, like, wooden gate with metal plating, you could call it.
And stuff. Frame.
And to the right, you notice a more openly barred door. These are really tall doors, by the way. Like, a large creature could fit through either. Actually, theoretically, a huge if it's squeezed.
Okay.
First and foremost, what you notice is that I would say your passive perception. I know Dacron would have the highest.
Yeah, 21.
Yes, your eyes glance to the right at the prospect of that one thing that could always come and bite you. Notice that this door, there's a smaller portion of it that opens as its own door, and it's slightly ajar. Not only that, when you look in through the metal bars, you notice that it appears to be some sort of library or study. You swear for a second you see the twist of some dark robes.
I just kind of get the other guy's attention. Just kind of point back there. Somebody's back there. I'll kind of like lean against the wall. Is it shadowy in here? Is there light in this keep?
The best light you can find is dim light.
All right, sweetheart.
Are there like gray, colorless torches in here or something? Or
There are, yes, there are like white fire torches about, but they only give off dim light.
okay. So yeah, I'll just kind of crouch in the dim light and stuff. Just kind of watch, see if I see the person again.
You notice they move off behind a bookcase, and you cannot currently see them.
Okay. As long as they're not like patrolling or whatever.
Are they whistling?
Yeah, do I hear anything, or is it just silent?
I would say, as for now, yeah, you hear some whistle. Small tune of sorts.
I'll carefully open that smaller door and see if it creaks at all. Squeaky.
It screeches a lot. And, to put it simply, then, what book are you reading as you're rudely interrupted by a loud noise?
Can I
So
make
I'm
a
just
stealth check? I'm not super good at stealth, but can I just make a stealth check to
you
see
can make a
how
stealth
long it took for me to like stop doing that and like? the
Okay, yeah, go
reaction
ahead.
time?
You like try to close it, but it's
Yeah,
squeaking
15. I think Ivan really that better.
Middling.
let's see,
Have a
perception.
more. I have
Brandbeck did.
14.
I rolled a 16 total for my
Okay,
perception.
Yep, checks out.
Okay,
So
fine.
yeah, you heard just like
Whoa!
But that's only if I was actively looking. Since I was engrossed to a book, my passive is a 14. I didn't hear it.
yeah, just kind of like
You hear this creak, and yeah, for a second, Ivan, you look up and like, you go back to your book.
I kind of whisper
Flip
to the
the
other
page.
guys, I think it's Vokial. I saw his black and white robe.
Oh, you're cutting up a bit.
What do you whisper? You cut out.
I think it's Vokial. I saw his black and white robe. Completely
Right.
forgetting that Ivan took it.
I don't look
Yeah.
like Ivan right now, right?
That's up to you.
All I saw was
not.
the robe, so I guess we'll find out. But
It's up to you, because no one ever comes in here. This is Vokial's study. It's forbidden. Come in here as you please.
I want to remember to get rid of my disguise.
Okay. You couldn't have been Vokial because I believe we all agreed his body was still regrowing.
Right.
So I guess you would just be like a gray folk. Like, who would you disguise yourself as?
Just another lab assistant looking gray folk person, probably with
You got a bit of a hunch
half
with
slit.
the disguise. Yeah.
half slit goggle glasses. Definitely
it's a
not
group
paying attention to things. Sitting in, the master's chair. Totally shouldn't be. Just drinking back
A really
So-
bad assistant.
some kind of liquid. It looks like hot cocoa. Smells like mint, and probably has the consistency of toothpaste.
A nice chunky beverage for the.
What were you saying, Hargus?
I was just
called a
saying,
whizzing
he swaggers in while digging some lint out of his belly button and flips it to this gray guy and says, Here's some lint. Go buy yourself something pretty and forget you saw us.
Does he say that to me?
You
Yeah, you're a
hear
gray
it.
guy, right?
Oh, right.
oh, are we going in? Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
looks like Hargus.
if we saw him as a gray folk, it'd probably be super non-threatening. It would be like,
Natural
oh,
one on
it's
my
just-
perception. He just puts with the lint on me. I'm still absorbed in the book.
Hargus, why is your belly button lint so colorful? Where are all the colors
That
coming
gold
from?
thread.
It's the underwear.
coloring, of
It's
course.
pretty magical. It may be a magical side effect because I get it in there every time. Find it just before I get in the tub every time.
Sadly,
Colors
your
are just so
perception is so
vivid.
horrendous that you don't notice your three compatriots standing amongst each other talking.
Yeah, I'm just
really
assuming
interactive.
it's somebody else that's not him at the moment, and I'm like, yes, just studying for the master at the moment. Do whatever you want.
I'll take the same approach that I did with the other gray folk and just be like, so, how long have you been here? Hey,
How long has it been since I went through the portal in...
Okay, yeah, because I was getting the time a little mixed up with like a week and a half? 2 weeks or so? I believe that was how long you guys waited for your contract to end with...
For the whole
being
Fort Dark and
arrested.
everything like that? I mean,
No, like the house arrest. Oh, yeah.
We're on
This is
house
2
arrest.
months ago.
You're on a Fort Dark.
Over a month.
It's been like 3 months, I think.
Yeah, so...
It's been quite a while.
Because we're not sure on the exact time, I'll say something that's relatively close to the time frame of when I would have gone through the portal till I got here, and then worked my way into...
You enter blank amount of time, and then everyone's like,
a couple months.
Oh, interesting. Well, at least you can still remember that, so that's a plus.
Flips another page. It's totally talking about... is it talking about his cloning spell, or is it just a necromancy book?
It's currently...
He would guard that cloning spell secret in his most private of chambers, so that wouldn't be... He would be reading about
Why would we spend so much time on this gray fella?
I would say there'd be like a few like forgotten notes, like referencing it, but nothing you can really make a formula from.
Right, no, my whole point of having been here for so long is that I've been totally trying to figure out his cloning spell.
Yeah, currently you're reading a necromancy spell, and it's like how it's currently the elongation of a zombie's loyalty. Which you actually find quite fascinating. Apparently, you can use certain objects to make zombies under your command for longer periods of time, rather than like the animate dead spell, which only lasts until like a day. So this one's talking about the theories of making it last as longer than a year, depending on the power of the necromancer.
like those zombies in Guardians.
You got to find a perfume they really like, and then they stick around.
How to train girls and make friends.
Zombie and You, a pet's guide.
I feel like Dakrin is to the point where he doesn't treat these gray folk like real people, you know? It's almost like
their souls are literally the embodiment of ugh.
Yeah, exactly. And so he doesn't like take them seriously. He treats them almost like people at like a amusement park who are in character as the like characters there, you know? Where he's just kind of like humoring them and just like doesn't really care about his interaction because he's like, I'm never going to see these people again.
Yeah.
They're already
probably
far gone. And so I just kind of like rudely just start reading over this gray folk's shoulder, and I'm just like,
This is probably one of the points where it would start to stand out to him that maybe I don't fit the quote caricature because I'm enjoying myself. Like there's actual happiness seeming to see.
You notice he's smiling
my
to
body
himself like
language.
a smirk as he's gonna go like interest, which is curious.
Basically,
I take the book and hold it up, and I'm like, what you reading here?
The second he does that, I go, "Sir, do you Oh, Dakrin!"
What?
Dakrin, when did you
Just
get...
freeze.
Hargus? Jasper?
What?
Does he
When
sound
did you
like
guys
Ivan?
get here?
I love the prospect of Dakrin, Hargus, Jasper, Guy.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, but
And why are you gray?
And all of us together, Ivan?
What, don't you Oh, right. Hold on. I'll just drop the disguise spell.
Ivan! We've been
How you
looking
doing?
everywhere for you.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's only been a little bit.
It's been a
I mean,
few
I'm gonna
months.
almost
my
3
lips.
months, I think.
Who does
Month and
laser
a half?
later?
That's not that long.
Closer to
More
3.
than that. I think you might be losing track of time in here. Have you been sitting here reading and like hanging out in whatever gross blossom or whatever the
I must say, he has a fine selection of beverages.
really?
I'm very good at reading material. It's actually been pretty enjoyable. I was quite lucky to stumble upon this place and was looking for a way back. Found a wizard's tower. Figured, why not?
So I imagine you didn't actually run into Vokial while you were here then, huh? Because otherwise there would have been a...
Oh, is this Vokial's place?
I assume so.
That
There's
would
lots of
explain
black and
things.
white motif. That was kind of his thing.
That might explain some things. You see, I got a
Every
chance
book
to
in
look
here
at
is
some of
signed. It has the author page. It's all about Vokial. Just thought he was a fan.
About the author.
all the signatures are his pen names. I just thought it was other people.
All the portraits on the walls are of the young, good-looking version before he gets all gross towards the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. I might have indulged in study. You know how elves are. When we get lost in our craft.
That's true. Elves don't have a very good perception of time.
How angry would you be if I took that necklace and just destroyed it? I mean, on the scale of 1 to 10, if we just
A few more.
obliterated it, just so it never existed. It's just
Well, here, let me give you one.
nice opposite of what. All right.
What about all of them? What if he just went crazy?
Also, I've decided to call those amulets of cessation, in case any of you have not picked that up.
Which one's the one that he has for...
The one that blocks Jasper's sending spells,
Cessation.
or a message spell.
Call them amulets of angerment.
Yeah, this would have been a lot easier if you would have not been wearing that.
Oh, I'm just so used to wearing it at this point. Me and Eleanor have a matching set. We decided to make it a part of our kind of wedding vow to each other.
Have you told her that you're here? I mean, she.
Oh,
is
yes.
gonna get-
I think. Pretty sure I did.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a second.
About
I
80%.
think you lost track of
True
time.
man.
How pale and gray is... How much color has been drained out of Ivan?
He has Mordecai's magnificent mansion, to my knowledge, so I think he's fine.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you apparently stayed in your mansion most of the time, so it didn't seep too much in. That's what we've been doing with Hargus's, thank goodness.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of rough. Right when I went to the portal, I ended up in a totally weird place. There was these unicorns and a sign that said something about cow level, and it was really weird, and I just had to run from it. Afterwards, I found a little hole. I fell through it, and then I found myself in front of this doorstep.
Okay.
In the unicorn place sounds a bit more interesting. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Dark Rapture is in some kind of unicorn dimension then, right?
No,
so.
that might
Based
just
on-
be my particular constitution with teleport.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Rogar's just like, this is hell.
They'll never expect me to be here, but at what cost?
We would totally open it up. Rogar would be sitting there just like prancing along with them. Hearn, stop, look at us. You see nothing.
Modify memory!
Modify memory. Now it shows him prancing through hell with a bunch of pins instead.
Why are you still prancing?
Crap!
I'm just
Dang
checking
it,
my
modify
spell
memory
slot.
again.
No,
Check my
it
spell
is
slots.
kind of odd because I don't feel like I've been here that long, but when I think about it, I've been here a while, haven't I?
Yes, you have. And we have a lot to
Yeah.
tell you. We went through a lot of troubles over the past few months, and a ton to tell you about Dark Rapture.
Months.
Yes.
Oh. Oh my.
Here's
I gotta
what
go
we've
really
been
quick.
doing.
Eleanor might need me.
Yeah, we're
Starts
here to get
pulling out a
you
spell book, starts flipping through it.
Let's go find something to steal that'll really tick him off and then run away rather than fighting.
Now wait, we are here to try and find the LawRiter Gauntlets. They've apparently been narrowed down to this location, or pretty close to it at least. I don't suppose you've seen anything while you've been here, Ivan?
What about? Wait,
the LawRiter Gauntlets. Have you heard of them? It's kind of the talk of everybody here.
I'll start going through some scrolls on the bookshelves, and I'm like going through it like a librarian.
You notice
items, subset magic. Go to L.
But Buddy, who's carrying the
What do I know?
Oh yeah, those
I'll set up my
office. Yeah, you notice Buddy's like, yeah, those are a big deal around here. Ben Kotha wants them bad.
Card catalogs?
Okay.
Word has gotten to you even in the prison cell. Like, did the rats send a message to you? They're just like, hey, buddy, if you flip up a tile and find some gauntlets under there, then Kotha might work.
I have a question for the DM. What do I know?
You know that you definitely heard something about a magic, like an artifact, like artifact level power, which is like closest thing to godhood in terms of an item, in terms of as items exist. Artifacts similar to like the Mighty Servant, which is what Cyrus was searching after, which is why he was going to challenge an eldritch, ancient being with it. You understand that Ben Kotha has been searching for item to no avail, but you have heard occasionally of the guards who will walk by and ignore you, and they'll say they mention to each other about how do we keep this a secret? Like we have all these people coming to our door now and then asking, like we can shoo them away and they don't care, but like it's getting annoying.
Stupid Ben Kotha door-to-door salesman.
Ben Kotha told everybody in the entire realm to look for him, and everybody just ends up.
You do notice that some of the
this way, and they're like, "Hey, you got him? No, for the last time. Okay." And then
you notice some of the. You notice you notice some of these these demons, like not undead, like fiends. They've some of them have been actually kind of worried because they've been split in their loyalties to who they're serving. Some have been actually serving under Ben Kotha's guys, and some of them are serving under Vokial here, or whoever the headmaster is, as they would refer to him.
Interesting.
But nothing in the books, huh?
I'm going to pull out my compass and check it.
Hargus, I would like you to make a charisma check to really settle your soul here in this well of dwell.
It's just going to point us back to the prime material plane, Hargus. It's going to point us back to a bunch of beautiful women in the prime material plane.
21.
Hargus, what is your heart's greatest desire?
Oh, that's a hard one.
See, this is the issue with the compass.
Is this kind of like a boggart? It just comes out, but it constantly changes on Hargus.
Bogart.
Bogart.
The Harry Hargus, Potter what are you hoping to find using your compass right now? That's a better question.
I've been thinking on that. I think I've already found it. I'm good.
It just points to Jasper, and then slowly goes to Dacron, and then hovers just slightly less time on Ivan before moving back.
No, it skips over Ivan and then points in another direction. That's totally Chad.
It pauses for a moment. Friendship and love was the true treasure all along. Oh.
Have you guys seen that one where like people are like, "Go on without me, find the treasure," and he finally gets to it and it's like, friendship is the greatest treasure. He's like,
yeah, or it's a mirror.
He's like left his friend in the desert. He left his second friend to drown, and they're both like, "Get the treasure!" And he finds it, and he's like, "Well, this sucks."
Is it the Scroll of Truth, or is it a different one?
I think it was similar, something like that. Anyways,
true treasures.
That would be Hargus with a "yeah" at the end.
the only thing. Okay, so collectively, you can all decide that the LawRiter Gauntlets would be here. It would be because of the book and because of how the servants here have acted. You know that Vokial obviously hasn't had his hands on them yet because you've never seen Vokial here, Ivan. But Ivan, the one last thing you do know is that there is one other place you could try. Behind the wooden doors with the metal plates, you understand that to be some sort of teleportation zone. It has a circle, but it has some strange runes in it, as if it has specific locations in mind, rather than...
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that. I don't like teleportation stuff.
The main reason you've kept that door closed. The other option is at the very end of the hallway, which is your last route to go, is a platform, much like, not known to you, Ivan, but to the rest of you, much like those circular platforms that rise on their own in the keep of Kalma, when you first got here, was Benkotha's sage. You understand that leads upwards to more protected treasures. And you have heard strange, familiar noises rooting amok out there. Something along the lines of a bat.
Ooh, I wonder if that giant bat remember Vokial had a giant bat that he cavorted with at a time, and maybe it spawns back here as well as a denizen of the Shadow Realm.
Kind of like you are Bruce, huh?
Apparently, Bruce.
I think the bat's name was Bartok? Something like that?
No, Bartok's dead. He's dead.
So long, everybody.
I'll allow a DC 11 intelligence check to remember that the bat's name is Otis.
I wouldn't know, I wasn't there, so...
I choose not to remember.
Ivan just doesn't care.
Jasper rolls. Jasper rolls stereotypically low on intelligence checks.
Harkus, it's up to you. What was the bat's name?
I don't know, Freddy?
Harkus comes up with his own narrative.
It was like 12 years ago, so I mean...
It was a long time, and it was just like something Vokial was shouting at him.
Yeah. This is where Otis finds out just how much of a side character he was.
So what happened to this bat,
extra.
Jasper?
Didn't we kill it in that battle with Vokial back in the dragons? What was it? Narathator, the fat dragon. Didn't we kill him back in his... After that? The bat, I mean?
I thought we killed him because it really irritated his master at the time or something.
Okay, so we're not going to bother with that chamber. We're going to check out the teleportation chamber.
Seems like in one of our many confrontations we killed the bat trying to kill Vokial.
Well, it sounds like there's a sort of treasury with some potentially other magic items in there, right? Isn't that what you heard the guards talking about? A treasure room of some sort?
Oh, so you think he might be guarding the gauntlets?
I mean, possibly, right?
Alright, well, maybe we should leave that for last in case it ends up in a fight.
I'm also a little leery of teleports that I don't know the destination. I mean, normally I have a bit of trust in them, but if you don't know where they're going, you just never know what you're going to do.
I definitely don't want to step into them, but, maybe it would be good at least to check them out. I mean, you guys both know circles of teleportation magic in different forms. Maybe you could analyze them, get a sense for maybe at least what plane they go to or something.
Yeah, how does circle of teleportation rings go? Do we have a circling in bit of specificity where it starts with the plane on the outside ring and then you dial in more specific as you go inside, or how to?
That depends on your arcana.
Yeah, can we arcana that?
Yes.
Try looking at object again. I mean, if it's within 1,000 feet, it should be here. If it's here, it should zero in on it.
Well, according to the book, we know it's here. The book has made it clear, but a specific sort of like to the foot thing, I think, is beyond the book's ability. We just know it's around here somewhere.
Locate object would take us within a few feet of it.
Oh, yeah.
We could try that.
Oh, yeah. We're close enough now. That's a really good point, Argus. We've kind of
Locate
narrowed down the
object!
coordinate, so might be a good time to cast that.
With your
I do-
in hand,
I would like to know the result of my 25 Arcana on the circle of teleportation, though. As Jasper brings out his book from the Mimic, the dream journal from the Mimic place, and starts to compare notes that show
Alright,
up.
a few notes. Let me do it in order. First off, you gotta get past the wooden gate. Not a big issue. Dacron's strong enough to lift it, and you could get it stuck with a hinge using whatever magic you choose, or you could just use a lever on the other side. When you identify this circle, you do realize it has one particular destination. That being a location of the hells.
Ooh, I see.
It does not specify where in the hells.
This is what they call a highway to hell. I've heard certain bards sing songs about it. That's the one.
Okay, so this must be how Vokial goes and visits Rogar, and I guess just Rogar, probably. Or gets visits from him, I guess.
Probably some succubi as well, I'd wager.
Watch your mouth.
With his face, I don't know if even succubi.
I mean, it starts off all right. Yeah, it's okay to begin
Yeah,
with.
that's true. But the longer it goes, the longer...
It really helps a long commute.
The longer it's been after we kill him, he just lets himself go.
I don't know where succubi
him
fall.
because he gets a new chance.
I don't know where succubi fall on the free will aspect of things either.
Maybe they're just sort of.
Well,
That's
they
just
probably
the
pretend
one
they
thing
like
we
it,
think
so
about
it doesn't matter.
24/7.
It's tasteful.
Is there any way, Jasper? Can you tell if this is a two-way portal? Is it something that we could go through and then come back? Because I'm kind of curious about the hells, to be honest.
Yes.
As a permanent circle of teleportation, it can be used as a hub destination and a starting point. So it's connected to something on the other side. I'd wager that this is just not a one-way street. The street goes both ways, but the street only connects really to those 2 points. That's what it seems like.
Mission top secret, destination unknown is what you're saying. I see.
I mean, sure.
Situation.
Specify. It does not specify. This teleportation does not tell you where in the hells it takes you.
Yeah, we just go.
There's no picture of Rogar painted poorly and then a house next to it. It's just.
So in other words, you're saying it just leaves you with the question: where in the hell have you taken me?
I imagine it's got hellish latitude, longitude, and you just don't know where that is unless you're extraordinarily familiar.
Which layer
the arrows
of hell,
point at each other.
Yeah.
Hey, dog, what are you doing? Alright.
Oh, I'm feeling aggressive tonight. Where did this locate object tell me to go?
You're looking for the LawRiter Gauntlets, correct?
Well, yes, I am.
Yeah, they are. I'm not going to give you feet exactly.
It'd be funny if Ivan had just been wearing them while writing down the whole time.
Are you going to sign this quickly?
These?
I found them. They look cool.
These are my warmies, my handsy warmies.
You identify a signal coming from above as where that platform would lead to.
Okay.
The treasury, huh?
Yes, the treasury.
Alright, well, first things first, I guess,
Makes
huh?
sense. Yeah, let's go get these bad boys.
Yeah.
Ivan, you rusty in your combat or ready to go?
Flips another page. I'm sorry, what? I was...
What are you...
Yes?
Seriously, what are you reading this time? I really do take away your book and look at it. What is this? Is it the necromancy book still?
Your zombie in you. First, to make a zombie more prevalent and longer lasting, you must talk to it, caress its soul, slowly and gently, so that it knows that you love and care about it and want it subservient to your will and unbending.
Take it back. Whereas
weird stuff, man.
If you want to fight alongside us, whatever is
bag
up
of
there.
holding.
Oh, yes. 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 As he starts to daze off, looking at the books again.
Good enough for me.
Ivan, would you like to put my bag of holding?
We gotta get you out of here.
Bag of holding,
I have 2 bags of holding.
What are you putting in the first one?
One of them with a special attribute. If anything stays in there long enough, it travels back to my designated spot and then just plunks on the ground. It's right next to the apple barrel in my room.
Did you try to put me in that? Or did you try to put my book in it?
I'm so fixated on these books, I was suggesting you just drop them in my bag of holding.
Keep it for later, you know?
I would say it would not work on a creature, so your books are plausible, but no people. You're not just shoving yourself in the bag of holding whenever you want to go home. I've already made my mistake with the go-goo. No longer.
What? I like the go-goo.
I really like that advertisement you gave us, Decker.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was funny.
I was just drawing it as I was listening to our old episodes.
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah. It was when you guys were using it to crawl up the wall of Argonath, and it was taking forever because I had like a 10-foot movement speed, and I just dimension doored through it. It was funny. Alright, well, prepare for battle, boys, just like old times 3 months ago.
Okay.
Not the good old days.
You all step on this platform that leads up.
Okay.
Yes. And it rises. It seems to be a popular mode of transportation whenever I make my campaigns.
Love a good elevator. This guy loves a good elevator.
As you're rising, you notice the platform above that would perfectly shape itself for this section of the floor to fit into the ceiling, becoming the floor of the next level, opens up with this almost disintegration-like pattern, like the floor above you kind of withers to dust and then blows into this non-existent wind. And you find yourselves in a large, round room with no windows, or at least the windows that are here are completely barred shut with just cement down stone. It is dim in here, or like somewhat. Those gray torches still exist here, so there's still dim light. Just enough for you to kind of make your bearings. Vokial had magic, sure, but he didn't have like eldritch vision.
As we enter the room, Jasper's like, "We find ourselves in a room with no windows and no doors. The challenge
I'll be
remains
back
to
in
find
20
the way out."
or less.
Of course,
You guys
there's always Vokial.
I can't hear you though.
Is that like from Saw or something?
I was with headphones.
Oh man, it's from the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
It's like the most, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
As you're peering about, you notice there is a significant lack of treasure in here. However, as you look over to one end of the room, you see this kind of crypt or coffin-like thing. It is open, save for this strange glass-like, crystal-like, lead-like substance, somewhat transparent box in the center, and in it, encased like amber, are these two, I believe we said they were silk gauntlets, which was more like a glove, but gauntlets nonetheless.
Are they like silk with metal? Like
I would say so, like a metal, like a very flexible mithril metal.
they're
All right.
embedded in the
So I know this what it is.
It's just in a coffin with stone in it, but it itself is just in its own, again, just a amber-like substance around it. Strange lead linings around it. Should you try to use your magic detection, you cannot detect the magic of the gauntlets.
But
Can I mage hand the gauntlet out of it?
Right?
Are you asking, Decker?
The locate object spell that we just cast let us hear.
The concentration of the spell indicates there.
But you just said it couldn't be detected because of the
You can't detect the magic.
Hey, that's a very specific application. So.
It could be a fate.
This is very much the devil in training in school, where it's like, yes, this contract makes perfect sense. If this, then this, and then everybody in the class just looks at him. Are you sure? Yes. Ah, crap.
Triple checks it.
Okay, this is how I'm going to rule it. This is how I'm going to rule it. It's a faint magic aura. It can only go out to about, let's say, 30 feet. Locate object was able to work because it's a strong enough spell. It was able to detect that radius of magic. Does that work for you guys?
I was going to say it's sight-based. Looking at it, we have to look at it with our eyes. It's a sight-based magical suppression field.
I like
Locate
that
object doesn't require sight, so it bypasses it.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take it.
Interesting.
All right.
Actually, that works
there
for
we
an
go.
existing. That works for an existing spell as well. There's a
Or
spell
we could
that-
just claim the hubris of Vokial is like, anybody that's looking for this is going to be super powerful. So obviously they're going to use the high level spell, so I'll
It
ward
only
against
blocks
that.
high level spells.
But in case I ever lose it, I should leave locate object open, but make it invisible to the eyes.
These are actually all pretty good ideas.
What he probably did was pop out and like hurriedly put it there, and he's like, "Okay, I don't have time. They could be hunting me. Okay, back to my safe place. Tell my other body." And goes back, and then just like, I'll worry about this later. Kind of does a sloppy job, and then they won't be here anyway. I've got plenty of time.
They are sitting there and, quite frankly, doing nothing.
I would like to mage hand one over from 30 foot away.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about the gauntlets are just sitting there?
They're both encased in the amber, so the mage hand can try to pick up this amber casing. It weighs more than 10 pounds.
Anyone got a spare mage hand?
I look
It
around.
weighs more than 20 pounds.
Yes, I might. Let me see.
I look
Isn't
around
that a kid?
with detect magic. Anything in here that of interest? Traps or?
The entire thing is magical. You go blind.
I've had that
Like
happen
night vision
before.
goggles in bright room.
Let me check something. So, that's just magic you can see, which we kind of established as a thing now.
Yep.
Yeah, I have mage hand.
If it's invisible, I can't.
What are we doing?
Unless it's
Hold on.
only visible with magic,
Mage hand in
If it's
us.
hidden, I don't think I can detect it.
You notice a few, like, faintly glowing magic items in here, like a couple coins or like a rod or stuff, like below uncommon level items. It seems as though Vokial uses what he has, and if he's unavailable to use them, he doesn't collect a lot of stuff.
Really good stuff is probably hidden away too. So
Mage hand a rosa.
You guys try mage handing it, this thing weighs like 100 pounds, so you're gonna need like 10 mage hands.
Oh.
Does twin spell work? Oh, I'm just kidding.
it makes
Just
two.
do what
light
Greg got if
hands,
you put it
like- Here we go. This is awkward.
I need a Bigby's Bigby's hand is what I need. I always thought about getting that one. It's a pretty cool spell, but
That would have been awesome.
just so niche, you know.
All right. I'm gonna go over to it and
I
do
have
kind
a
of
fresh spell book. I do not have the spells that I used to have that could help me with this. So, unfortunate, guys.
What level spell is Big B's?
Either
I need
way
going-
to that Sphinx.
Ignis
level
hand
spell.
is a 5th level spell. Do you have that as a part of your list?
What
When I
level?
say it's a 5th level spell, do you have that spell? Like, oh wait, that's
I'm
not
almost
actually,
certain, but sometimes I.
It's actually, are you using one of your
Right.
magical secrets for it?
It's a I think it's a bard spell. I mean, scan.
It's a bard spell It's a bard spell by default.
But I've never seen you use it. Then again, the other 5th level default is, animate objects. So
Yeah, I don't have it.
I'm gonna go over to the block of amber and do kind of the Indiana Jones thing, where I'm like,
I have a weird question. Can Hargus cast animate object on the amber? He's not casting it on the gauntlets. The amber's the inanimate part, right?
I can cast it on a larger object.
Okay. Iggy's hand is not a bard spell. I just checked.
Okay.
the amber's probably magical, so.
Amber is magical, sadly. So by definition of the spell, no. It's clever, but unfortunately, I'm a mean DM.
No,
what exactly is the dilemma?
You
I could
can't
use my gauntlets to grab it out.
Should I lift it? Do you guys think it's going to shock me? What do you guys think?
I am a little worried about it just sitting there.
I have like 20 feet. I can reach out and grab something and pull it to
Okay, so
me.
Hargus wants to use his mummy wraps. How much can those carry?
That never came up.
Did you say that that the amber is on top of the coffin lid?
It's
within.
The coffin lid's not on. Like the coffin's empty.
So
it's in the
open,
coffin.
and it's inside the coffin.
Maybe
What's
just
inside the coffin? I look inside.
Have a good night.
Nothing inside. Well, actually, there's like human fingers and such, like little bits of pieces of flesh and such, discarded stuff.
He doesn't even clean out his clone tank when he does a new one every time. He just leaves old bits of himself in there to rot. This guy's the worst. He's the worst.
Akron, as you come closer to observe, you are looking into this, and you notice something, and it seems to be this small little bit of green, like a slime, or like something. And then you notice like someone creating a line of spit just above you. And from the darkness, you see nothing but a set of shining, smiling, sharp teeth.
Except I can see perfectly in darkness, so I see exactly what it is.
By the way, it doesn't have.
Yes, as you see perfectly in darkness, you see a huge monstrosity. And it's just, Round 2.
Oh, damn.
Oh, snappy guys.
Round 2, huh? So, right now, are we in a fairly tight room?
I would say it's a 40-foot diameter.
Oh, so it's huge.
Okay. So 20 to the right and left when you're in the middle, and up and down.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, pretty tight.
Okay, so
pretty tight.
And where is this creature?
It's on. It seems to be climbing down from the ceiling. That's where it was hiding.
Ah.
Giant bat.
Oh, bloody hell!
And we had taken the elevator up into this room, right? So the elevator's in the center? Okay. And is there any kind of like obstructions, bookshelves, other things like that, or is it fairly clean?
A few
like
tables,
just beds?
like wardrobes that have been knocked over, all empty and such. Like a few things you could hide behind if you went prone or if you're a small creature. Not a lot of big stuff.
Okay.
Is he lunging for us? Do we roll initiative, or is he just
Roll initiative,
kinda...
please. Otis is here for revenge. He's not bigger than you remember him.
I mean, I'm happy with the natural 20 for 24, but I'd rather have it on an attack roll.
That's true that Bruce was tiny and he turned like medium size, right?
Yeah, he's bigger here.
Otis is big enough for Vokial to ride, so he's like
massive.
giant.
Pterodactyl size.
In the bestiary, this was the best picture I could find for Otis, Giga Chad Otis.
Did you say Chad Otis?
He said Giga Chad.
Otis.
Giga Chad. Oh, boy.
Giga Chad is different than just Chad.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I like it.
This is for Bruce the Bat.
Oh, Bruce!
Okay,
Didn't
so we
Bruce
got
die
20
around that time?
Yeah,
He died in that fight.
fight.
Yeah.
I think Jasper killed him with a lightning bolt.
No, I didn't kill him.
I think you did.
Killed Otis with a
Otis.
lightning bolt.
We were saying Bruce died in that combat as well.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right.
But yes, I think I killed Otis with the lightning bolt. Yeah. Jasper actually did okay for initiative for once. He got a 22, 19 on the die.
Oh my god,
You beat me, and I got a natural 18, so 21 for me.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are just gonna murder Otis.
24.
24 was mine.
24, 22, 21, and 20? Wow.
I have a +6 initiative, so.
Just to
Yeah,
double
just-
check.
Gets high, but he got low.
Watch
so
us
it's
roll.
crazy.
Watch us roll all ones the entire combat now, though.
Just to double check. We are level 16, right?
You sure are.
Correct us.
Yes.
Shall we have some fun?
Yeah.
Do it.
That's kind of the goal here. This whole weekly thing we do.
Oh, is there anything that will save Otis from 4 rounds of 16th level characters? Let me see here.
He could
not
have,
really.
honestly, he could have a surprise round if you want.
Allow
That's-
Otis one
That's
attack.
fair.
That's
Fair.
totally fair.
Surprise round, yeah.
Otis did hide from you successfully. I just wanted the narrative of him being like sneaky. Allow one attack from him.
No,
Surprise
he
round.
can take his turn now. Like,
He
can
has
just be
his
top of
turn
the
of
initiative if
surprise.
he want. Like, that's totally
All right.
reasonable.
He did
because
catch us
okay.
I
unaware.
didn't look up.
I'll-
like, you know,
Fair enough.
I was focused on the cough and everything. He earned.
I'm
that,
just
so.
a man of dramatic scenes. I
Right,
don't
and
write them
so
all.
as part of that, you know, surprise attack totally makes sense.
Surprise round's very fair.
Attack. He's gonna start with a bite against Dagrin, who's closest. With advantage because he's hidden. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
He reaches down. 7, 12, 13. That's 21 piercing damage.
Here's a question: how long has it been since our fight with those bows or whatever they're called?
You have taken no rest since then.
Yes, but how long in minutes has it been?
You talking to Ive 30?
30 minutes. All right. In that case,
I guess like 45. I'd say because you guys did investigate the circle and all that.
45. All right. In that case, the few shards of ice left from my armor of Agathis explode as he bites into him, and he takes 25 cold damage.
Even when I have the advantage.
I only had 4 temporary hit points left, and
Well,
so
those
that's
4.
pretty good.
Even with 1, you are deadly.
I know.
You want to give him
But they're
you want
gone
to give him
now,
a
so
hellish rebuke on top of it? Just for
I
fun?
don't have Hellish Rebuke. I haven't had that in a while.
Oh, you dropped it, huh?
Yeah, I dropped that after like the second arc because I realized that
You
it
take
needed a saving
21
throw.
piercing. Take 21 piercing and 5 poison as he kind of actually does that dog thing where he shakes you around a bit and spits you out.
I'm not the one that fought you last time.
Yeah, he's like, new blood.
Shake that Dagrin. Shake
he
that
looks at all of you,
Dagrin. Yeah. straight.
He sees very familiar
Don't encourage him, Harvest.
He sees very familiar faces. And then he
sorry.
sees a familiar, at least him, he sees what he would recognize as a set of black robes. At first he's confused. And then he looks closer. Not meant for you. And he's going to make
They were
2
mine
claw-
first.
He's going to make 2 claw attacks against you, Ivan.
Okay. 19 is the AC. 24 is if I do shield.
Surprise round, I don't think you have your shield available for reactions.
That's true.
How that works?
Is that true? Okay.
He should have his reaction. He gets his
Okay.
reaction still.
And surprised.
I don't know, I'm allowing it.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
I
get,
do.
you get reactions when you're surprised. You just
I
don't.
Somebody
thought you
look
had
up.
to take your turn to get a reaction.
Nothing I've ever seen indicates that.
Hayden is giving it to us, but I'm going to look that up because I'm curious.
Yes, look it up for when you guys attack Shaz's -1 initiative. That's a 32, however, to hit you.
Yeah, that will
Whoa,
hit.
if you want it.
monster.
Hey, you saved yourself a spell slot. need
That's
that shield.
15 slashing damage. Second attack is 25 to hit. Oh, yeah.
25 to hit, huh?
For another 18 slashing damage.
If you're
And
surprised,
that's all it's.
you can't take a reaction until that turn ends.
Okay, yeah, so
Oh, really? That's in there, huh?
Future. Yep.
So he
Boy, that
starts,
seems to
he
undo
jumps down and starts
Makes
clawing
sense to me.
viciously at Ivan. So you take a lot of damage, and finally he's going to use his screech, as you all hear. That was pathetic. I tried something and it didn't work. You hear it's really bad. You hear a screech. I need wisdom saves from all of you.
If I may submit.
Go ahead.
Oh,
That total
that's
20. Like Ivan, I wish that was for an attack, but
natural
Probably good
2.
anyway. 21 on that wisdom save.
Okay, so Ivan fails, Dagron succeeds. Oh, I gotta roll for Barry.
What
or
kind of
Buddy.
effect
Oh,
is this?
Buddy's gonna get.
This is not charmed, in case you're curious.
Well, my robe gives me advantage against spells and magical effects.
It is a magical effect.
Okay, so I do have advantage then.
Interesting.
And that's a
means,
1.
Jasper would get advantage.
I had advantage.
A 2 and
I
a
rolled
1.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Wow, you really don't like this screech.
As a part of the attack, he hit the deactivate button on the robe.
I had just taken the earplugs out of my ears. I'm much more sensitive. I've been reading in a silent room for a while.
I got 23.
Buddy actually succeeds on his wisdom save. He's like, whoa, that's nuts.
We need a video of Ivan with, the lo-fi music. Listen, Ivan just sitting in a chair with the earphones
Okay,
on,
Jasper, what do you got?
drinking his Coke.
23 on the wisdom save.
Very nice. Hargus, what was your wisdom save?
Well, wisdom
And it's going
save.
by itself on one page, and he's
14.
just got the book on the other.
14 total?
Yeah.
Occasionally, Eleanor walks into the room and gives him a new glass.
As
and
you
walks
hear
out.
this iridescent screech, Ivan and...
How much damage did he do with his claws again? Sorry, I just pressed the wrong button.
Like
18 and
15.
15, I think, total.
Yep, 15 is what I remember.
Okay.
15 for one attack and 18 for the other, I believe.
So, 32.
That'll dwindle you somehow. Okay, so as this screech lets out, Ivan and Hargus, you're both stunned. As you are in a, you're in a stupor. As you hear this screeching, you go, and actually kind of foam at the mouth a little bit, as you just can't concentrate on anything.
To save some time, what do I need to hit him?
Well, currently you're stunned, so you can't actually do anything.
I realize that.
What do you need
None
to
of
hit
us have
him?
hit
His
him
AC
yet,
is-
so we're not sure what his AC is.
I mean, it's just
when the time comes, you need a 16 to hit him.
that's what I need to know. Just because I'm doing that animate object,
When you
probably.
get to it. Fair enough.
Right.
All right.
Alright, roll
That
10
ends-
times and go.
That is the it for that. Let's see.
Does he have enough room to get out of our melee reach in here?
He's about like he's theoretically if he backed up, but he's right up in your face.
Huge,
He
though.
feels,
Like, he's pretty big.
I'm just wondering if we're able to hit him with melee attacks.
Oh, yeah, is he
Absolutely.
flying,
He-
or is he doing
the room's
flybys?
not so big that he can fly high enough. He's just crawling around on the ceiling and getting down to your level. He doesn't want to fly. He wants to kill you, so he's up in your face.
Alright, so yeah, melee.
You guys are stunned until start of his
Wednesday.
next turn. So, Ivan, you're up. Ivan, you're currently stunned. It's not Otis' turn yet, so you will remain stunned.
Yep.
Casper, you're up.
Alright, I will Guiding Bolt at level. Let's go for 3. Guiding Bolt level 3.
Roll to hit.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Oh boy. That's going to be 4, 5, 6. I don't have that many d6s.
The burden.
6. I'm just going to multiply this
Jasper sees
66
his
by 2.
friends being hurt, and he's just like, we're not doing this again. I'll kill you twice. I'll kill you thrice.
Just this massive, scintillating arrow-like thing coming off the lightning lance as he draws it like a bow as usual.
Mm-hmm.
$38 points of radiant damage.
Very nice.
And he'll just zip around, flying, kind of pivot around the room. Is there a way that he could ever touch Ivan and Hargus at the same time?
I suppose if you moved in between them, I'd say there's like 5 feet between the two of them. There's
no
not
hands.
the biggest platform. Also, I would say that if you're doing like a twin cast touch spell, I would allow it for you to just touch one person, move over to another one
within the same
Okay.
seconds.
Cool. All right, good
I
deal.
think we've done that before, actually.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Position
Jasper, is that it?
Yeah, I'll position myself for the next round, sort of pivot around, give myself some space from Otis.
Okay, Dacron, you're up.
I say, monster, feel the wrath of the power of light as he's like glowing from the guiding bolt, and darkness, and do Shadow of Moil.
Nice.
And then I'll do, so that's my first action, then I'll action surge and attack him. Twice with the grenade. So first one's with advantage. 26, that hits. And the second one is 21.
Also hits.
So that is
Why are the birds that fly around my head always so fat? I mean, they are.
He's like really exasperated
How
birds.
do they even do it? How do they must be exhausted.
So that's 28 points of slashing damage.
There are some butter balls.
11 points of necrotic damage. From 2. And I am heavily obscured from his vision.
Yeah, shockingly enough, that works on him. Yeah. He's a bat who doesn't use echolocation much.
So yeah, I'm
It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him.
So, yeah, disadvantage. Okay, that's my turn.
Very nice.
I'm staying there.
Hargus is currently stunned, but it is no longer stunned when Otis has turn is up again. The light fades when you make that attack, correct, Drakron?
Huh? What'd you say?
Yeah, because it would go away when you've made the attack with advantage. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I hit him the first time. And
okay, Otis is... Otis... He doesn't like the people who attacked him. Doesn't like Jasper, doesn't like Dacron, so those are the two he's going for. Couldn't care about Hargus. And Ivan was sufficiently stunned for a long enough time that he doesn't care as much. So he's going to make another bite attack against Dacron and 2 claw attacks against Jasper. Let's start with Dacron.
Did we take any damage when we got stunned?
No, you were just stunned. Well, just the stunning effect. You took no damage. Glad to have you back, Ivan. Sorry to stun you immediately.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get my due.
Your AC is what?
Finally use your Archmage.
Your AC is what, 18, Dacron?
19. Wait, let me check.
Okay, his bite attack misses you.
Yes, 19.
As you feel that venom, that poison from his mouth kind of hit you, and you get your shield in the way just as he missed with the forceps of the bite. I guess he would have had disadvantage anyways, because you're in that darkness, huh?
Yeah, I'm heavily obscured by it. So.
Well, whatever, he missed you. He's then going to move over to Jasper by turning, pivoting. He doesn't actually really go anywhere. And he's going to try and claw you twice.
Too.
Jasper, what's your AC currently? I know you got like 7 different types.
I really do. Currently 17.
17? Okay. Natural 1. This is going to be fun. And, oh, well, that's a 16. Well, my life.
I just happen to know bat attack patterns very well, and
You
I'm
see that
flying
he
as well.
loses
punching
bat
around.
movements. Yeah, and in the process, Otis is just so predictable. I thought.
You ever see this maneuver? And I flip over his head, and I'm right behind him, and I pull on his big ears. You don't like that, do you? You don't like that, do you?
I'm gonna share something with you really, really quick. Once the fight's over, but that's Otis is gonna attempt another Oh wait, he has to recharge on that. Hold on. Come on, buddy. I'm gonna die. No. No screech. So yeah, that's it. That's Otis' turn. Ivan, how do you murder me?
What?
Oh, we have better things to do than murder you.
Oh no.
I just need to double check some wording on something.
No problem.
Get a hold of me.
In
Flint
the
to the ground.
meantime, I will show you guys what I meant. Here we are. Okay, so this is essentially what Jasper was doing. I'll put it in general.
I want
Come
to
on.
see.
Here we go, Jasper. That's you to Otis right now.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's funny.
Otis, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw versus a DC 23.
Oh, so he has a 5% chance of succeeding. Wonderful.
That's pretty
Jasper's
good.
not the only
That's
one
the only
with
one.
crazy DC anymore.
Because of these freaking robes.
Got legendary robes now.
No, he fails.
Dominate monster.
Oh boy. I'll go and turn the
You've a new pet.
off.
Just like, you sit. Stay.
Tell
Turn
us
for
everything.
and
Speak.
turn. How long does this last? An hour.
Hour.
Touch that object.
And you get to make saves again if they do any damage to you.
I'm like, ah!
All right, so I guess we're protecting him from now on.
And I will say to everybody else, he's under my control now. Let's talk.
If you all
And when I say sit, an emblem appears on his head that looks like a family crest of some kind.
interesting.
And
Okay, Otis
a magical
attempts-
collar appears.
Otis attempts to kill you, and in the process, he just he sits down. Not sure if he's angry with you, but he's doing what you're telling him.
Oh no, he is my bestest bud according to the spell.
He's charmed.
If he can't be charmed, then this does not work. But he can.
Yeah, he can be charmed, all right.
Well, yeah, he is mine then. I've got a new pet.
Mostly by...
I stole your robes. I stole your pet.
For the next
I stole back my own robes. I stole your pet. This is called This is interest.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you got him. What do you want?
All right.
Otis,
He can talk. That's crazy.
where is the the gauntlets? Do you know?
Right there.
Could you hand them to us, please?
I think so.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
I want to say me, but I know I'm not.
You might ask him
Bad
if
boy. Who's a
might
bad
ask-
boy?
you might ask him if they're trapped in some way in there.
Oh yes.
Ah, just let him-
Where am I?
He does use one claw to pick up this amber and place it in front of you.
Do you know how to get them out of the amber or anything else?
You can break it.
And the gauntlets will be fine.
Yes, artifacts are not so easily destroyed.
Oh, fair.
Shall I?
Otis, about how hurt are you?
Let's see here. On a scale of 184, I'd say about 107.
107?
You can clearly see this gash here where I slashed him.
Okay. I need you to take this to the face. 7th level disintegrate.
You're so
He's
smart,
just like-
boss.
Just
So he's just automatic. Okay, he's willingly failing the disintegration. Sure. Roll your damage.
That's rough. That's rough.
Hayden's the DM, but I'm the one who's getting mad about this because it all comes back to Vokial, really.
Mm-hmm.
You're demeaning my pet.
106.
Oh man, it's a rough night.
Make your
And
saving throw against dominate person.
The worst part is that doesn't even break it. He just gets a
He just
chance
gets a
to
saving
break
throw.
it. That's the worst part.
Well, let's see. 5% chance after taking 106 damage. Well, that's close, but no cigar.
He had 107.
Oh,
He had exactly.
Yeah, 107. I did
That's what I
106.
said. On a scale of 184, I have
Oh my
107.
gosh, 106.
nope, that's what he said.
Well,
But he failed to save, so it doesn't matter.
Good
So
shot.
he's just
good
like
shot.
ragged, like falling apart. Like,
Jasper,
Oh, sorry.
Jasper
Thank
closes
you.
his eyes and turns away.
correction. 81 on the first one. I did it at 8th level. I was still on my 8th level page. So
Okay, so how much total?
it was 81 on the first one. Actually,
that
I kind of
wasn't
want his
106.
soul, so maybe I will do a 5th level spell instead, since he's really low now. And
now wait a minute, you're jumping around on the levels here. What are you casting?
I'm going to be casting a 5th level lightning bolt instead now.
He's got less hit
Instead
points.
or
Feel free
in
to.
addition?
In addition,
Okay.
that's 40.
Okay, that's more than 26 then.
Okay, so that kills him, right?
That murder.
I'm then going to
rate,
use my level 6 spell as a reaction to cast Soul Cage and put his soul in my cage.
Alright, more friends for the house.
I'll put it in a soul jar later after a short rest.
Is it more creepy? Is it more creepy dolls? Do you do?
Oh, I have plans.
Hi,
Hi, Otis!
Hey, I'm in here now, I guess. I was once menacing.
You got a whole horrible menagerie working.
Dominate monster is not kind.
No, it's not. You can just do that, can't you? Congratulations, my friends. You defeated Otis.
So everybody else just watched as I just did
Chris
this,
didn't have to lift a finger.
and you guys are just like,
Well, it was quite a show.
Well,
As I-
daylight's not
I-
burning, I break open the amber thing with the sword. Just drive it right
and
Right,
I'm,
right.
I'm looking
Easy
at
enough.
that Otis in my cage that I have for him. It's a little bird cage, a little silver bird cage. His soul.
Does Ivan's Pokédex bing when he captures him?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Otis, the large bat Pokemon. Otis is a dumbass.
He tries real hard though.
Oh, he could have just.
I mean, there was a chance
Retard
that
magic.
there was a chance that I just wasted an 8th level spell because I didn't bother to find out if he was resistant to charms or not.
Oh, don't worry, I got stuff for that.
Well,
Otis
we
has
have all learned
had-
now, don't throw a non-charmable monster at Ivan.
Otis has had a grand total of 1 turn in both battles that we've fought him with. The first time,
And that was a surprise round.
Jasper immediately polymorphed
Wait a minute, did you
into
kill
a
him with
snail.
lightning bolt twice?
Yeah,
That's right. He got
Maybe.
polymorphed into a snail. That's
he got
right.
polymorphed into a snail. And then,
I think he got lightning bolt
and
or
then I
something
think
that way.
Vokial like stomped on him or something, like he knew what to do, and he turned back.
To try and
and then he
escape
started
him,
just
yeah.
flying away, and then Jasper just shot him down with a lightning bolt.
He really has a stage
So at
presence.
least this
Yeah,
time he got
right.
to attack. He had the right, the right plan of surprise and stuff.
Hey, life's rough as an evil necromancer's familiar. That's just kind of the name of the game, you know?
Sorry, you said you broke the amber open?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive the white blade into the middle of it and just crack it open.
almost
I'm
like
just
butter.
like ringing the cage with his little soul inside. It makes such a pleasant sound.
All right,
How many do you have? How many have you bought?
When you hear this little voice,
Oh, well, it doesn't consume it, so I can only hold one soul at a time.
And then you have to go put it in your inventory.
I would have to go get a second one if I wanted to hold 2 or 3, but there's not a
because
lot
you
of
gotta
point
get
in
them all.
that.
All right. Like butter, you stick your blade, which is practically an artifact in of itself, into this strange amber, and you twist the blade, and in the process, it all shatters. I need all of you to make a quick. How do I put this? It's against blinded. What would we call it?
Constitution.
Con?
Yes,
probably?
Constitution saving
save?
throw. Yes.
Oh, that's not one I usually.
Is it a magical effect?
It is by technicality.
Okay.
Man, I am rolling rocks tonight. Everything I do is like
That is
above
18 for
18.
me, not very high.
14.
On my pre-roll for my animate object, I rolled a 67 damage. That's the highest damage I've ever rolled.
That's pretty good.
That's
Well, you
okay.
saved yourself the
just-
spell
he
slot.
just- He just tears up the room. Sorry, Hargus. I had fun with him.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay,
How dare this man fight me?
DC was the DC was 15.
Was it 15?
Jasper rolled a 27 con save.
Wow.
I have a plus 9.
I rolled a 12.
In cons? In Constitution?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
what?
Well, my con is
He's proficient
16.
in them since he's a sorcerer.
Yeah, my con.
Proficient in con. Wow.
Yeah, sorcerer,
I guess
yeah.
that makes sense. I have a
Proficient in
plus
con
10 in intelligence saves. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sorry, what do you get, Hargus?
12.
Okay, so Hargus is affected again. I think you got it, right, Decker?
I don't
16,
need my
so barely.
eyes to sing you a lullaby.
Dacron and Hargus, you are blinded. Especially with Dacron's detect
Oh.
magic, you are blinded by the pure
Why?
aura. Oh wait, no, it would. Yeah, you're blinded by the pure aura of power that resonates from this.
Me and
from this
Jasper
set
put
of
on
artifacts.
shades just before.
Jasper's already got his goggles on when he flies. He always
That's
wears his goggles when he flies. So.
Okay. And as it shines out, you actually feel as though the barred up, the cemented down windows of this place, as if the magic wants to be free from being held within lead. It shatters those rocks, and the windows open up, and it shines brightly from the tower. And it's as if you could feel every set of eyes in Shadow Amara fall upon you.
Yep, that checks out. That checks out.
The camera,
We should have seen that
camera
coming.
zooms out, and like all the windows are just like.
Then I walk over
Lighthouse.
with my necklace.
Okay, and
By the way,
as
if we were to put the gauntlets, I assume the gauntlets are what are radiating this power. What if we were to put them in a bag of holding? Would it conceal their and dampen their aura?
it would.
I think that'd probably be
I'm
the best
getting
thing to do
a
now
I'm
while
getting
we
a
get out of here.
Frodo. Yeah, I'm getting a Frodo put on the ring, and all the ring wraiths are going vibe from it.
And as Hargus, as you grab the gauntlets, although you're blinded, you're just like,
I'll pick him up.
you pick him up. It only lasts for a round, I will mention. It's just for thematics. I'm not sure I even had you save, whatever. You pick them up and you shove them into the bag. It's almost difficult to, as if the gauntlets are just like, I'm free. And they fall into the bag. You close it shut. The light fades.
No,
And then
no,
you can
no,
feel this
no!
darkness
Not again.
start to swell around you as soon as the light fades, as if the detection of such light is like it's like a nuke going off. It's known to the world, and as the darkness starts to sweep in again, you hear as you see several figures actually appear around you.
You guys want to go? Should we go?
Yeah, we should probably go.
Do we have a way out? I
Teleport?
just realized.
Come to me. Come to me. On me, everyone on me.
Okay,
as you
wait,
guys-
or should we go? Should we go to hell? No, no. Where do we go?
Such a tempting offer.
As you guys find yourselves still an initiative, I will warn you. That was because technically we would have been... Ivan would have killed it, Jasper, and it's one round to be like, oh, we got it. Dakrin destroys it, Hargus puts it in his bag, which is bottom of the initiative. And as you see all this come through, you would see the darkness start to take shape. One of them, actually 4 of them, into the shape of the whites, undead soldiers. And each of them look around like fiercely, and they notice you in this room. Another one of that paladin you had seen, who was forgotten by the boat, very upsetting. And he comes over, he has these cornrow hair and like patches of beard missing. And he looks at you.
Cornrow hair.
Yeah! And finally, you see a bit of ash and like cremated dust everywhere begin to into the form of Kalma from when you had seen her earlier.
That was impressive.
This could have been much simpler.
Don't look at us. It was Vokial
Bye.
fighting them the whole time.
I will roll their initiative. We'll
Is
see if you guys can get...
Is it my turn, or are we rolling?
Let me just roll their initiative.
Yeah,
I would like a new initiative roll from everyone, if that's if you guys are okay with that, or if you would prefer to.
I would prefer to keep mine.
Fair enough. I'll let you keep you guys.
No, it's not fair. We have to reroll.
Okay, fine.
We're not
I'm
reacting
very
to the same
agreeable, all right?
threat. So
Okay, 15.
All right, I appreciate it. I appreciate
Oh gosh,
it.
that's bad. 7 for me.
We all relaxed our shoulders right then, and then they went.
Well, like, that was an easy boss for this dungeon.
I gotta say,
Let me open the treasure chest.
11.
Not nearly as good. Not nearly
11
as good,
for Hargus, 15 for Ivan.
Should we take a break
15
real
for
quick?
Jasper.
Like,
Oh yeah, we can take a break if you'd like.
Yeah,
So let me get your
this
initiatives
is-
down first.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alrighty, I forced you all to re-roll. This is my Shadow Amara. None of you get to touch it.
Isaac's
up
greater
is
mythical
Steven.
storm.
I think we're all gonna touch it. Aiden.
Can I summon a T-Rex?
Yes. I don't know. Can you?
You have.
The only
you summon one?
worse I can do with the only thing worse I can do than a T-Rex is the ultimate T-Rex. If you know what I mean. D&D players.
Yeah, no,
Grass?
we're good.
Yeah. No, you can't mention it. It's like a taboo. Anyways, first up is Kalma. And they call her a Wither Witch for a reason.
Look at that.
Is she here?
Is... Oh, Ivan doesn't know, but probably those gauntlets. They don't know who has them. So they're going to try killing all of you. Kalma
remember.
We
doesn't...
got him for you. Calm down.
Very sound strategy. Very sound strategy.
That's deception.
If you'd like, you could all make a deception check, try to hide who actually has the gauntlets, and she's like,
I'm gonna do a different thing. I'm gonna persuade them that they were destroyed.
Ooh.
Well,
Kalma's attacking us first.
It is an artifact, I will remind you. Those things are not destroyed easy. These guys know what that is. You can try, but you don't know how to actually destroy the gauntlets. So they probably ask you, how did you do it?
Just gonna
Because
point
I
at
know
the broken.
exactly.
I've just gonna point at the broken amber and just go like, "Bro, I don't know. They must have been replicas."
I don't think.
On his turn. On his turn.
Yeah,
Keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Currently, Kalma will attack it.
I gotcha. Kalma, she looks to all of you, doesn't like you, doesn't recognize Ivan, so she's like, no, I don't know who you are. Doesn't recognize Buddy, he's just in the gray folk. Buddy's just been standing around, by the way. He's also like, wow, that was great. And I think she's going to attack everyone but Ivan with a necrotic strike as she sends 3 black bolts.
It's the businessman from Village. Smile.
She sees this robe.
Get the
and
ladies every time.
She sees this robe and she's like, "Is he that guy? There's an elf with it. Oh, he must be that Vokial character." Okay, well, I'll save him
she
for
thinks
last,
he's
just
the
in
other
case.
Close enough.
The first one goes to Dakrin, which actually misses. as it, and you see the stone bind that hits your shield, and as like the darkness hits the ground, you see it begin to crack and break. Next one's for Jasper.
And then I start taking notes.
A 20 to hit you. Do you want to do anything about that?
I would like to shield out of my ring of spell storing.
Yeah, you produce a shield and it flings over. Last one's for Hargus. Hargus, your AC is 17, correct?
Yes.
Okay, a glancing blow then. Man, she's not doing great for her first round. Okay, so you'll take half as much damage. Let me just roll it.
Things will probably improve as time goes on. No, they won't.
I wish I wouldn't have wasted that Shadow of Moil spell earlier.
Since it's a glancing blow, you take 18 necrotic damage, Hargus. As you feel yourself age further, but you know, you're immune to age, essentially, so, you know, that won't.
Oh, my lumbago!
Is there
Your
anything
eternal
else
dragon
Kalma
form is barely affected.
that's all Kalma can do at the moment. I really thought that'd be more effective. Turns out you guys have, you know, above
Used up
18 AC.
Jasper's shields spell slots.
I guess so, but I mean, Jasper's gonna. It was a spell story, so I don't know. Ivan, you're up.
I've only got so many in there.
Mostly of ash, made mostly of ash, just start shooting necrotic energy beams
Yeah, there's
at
a
people.
picture of her in.
Are we all in the same? We're right next to each other, right?
You're all within about a 10-foot radius, yeah.
Could I, as nonchalantly, maybe sillily, touch in some fashion each of my allies and just cast teleport?
Okay. Teleport's an action, correct?
Yeah,
Let's use
it
our
has-
code word, Wonder Twin
It has
Powers.
to be on the same plane of existence, but it is a very familiar house. It is the witch's house that we first fought in Shadow.
Oh my god. Let me look at teleport.
Way, way far away. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I already said the witch's house, but I would have preferred maybe that portal. That's the portal they came in with, right?
It's like here, at the top of the tower.
Let us in.
That was the cave.
Yeah, does the cave still have the portal in it, or did they seal that?
Yep,
My
that's
AC is 16, by the way.
It lets you in, it doesn't let you out.
Yeah,
Told
either
you
way,
that we can get you
I'm
there.
going to the house because that's the only thing. I can
Okay,
check.
this happens, and you notice Paladin, like, and he's going to attempt to counter your spell.
Oh.
I counter his counter.
Well, then you teleport. The combat's over.
Wait, what? No, there's levels to be decided here.
True.
Hold on.
Who's doing what at what level?
I do mine at 5th. My counter spell.
Yeah, how high of
Yeah.
a counter spell does the Paladin do?
The paladin saw a teleport happening.
Paladin, the highest he could cast it is 5th.
I will say, Hayden, that if this were me as DM, I would have had my villain protect this whole area from teleport magic. There are spells that do that. And if I didn't want somebody just grabbing my gauntlets and teleporting away, I would have.
You got to take the special elevator or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, Hayden, you should take the high
That's what
road
I
at all
would've done.
times. In all your choices. Just let them go.
I will let him refactor that as long as I get my spells and turn back. If he wants.
Absolutely. No, I'm not going to rob you. What would Vokial do? He probably would protect this place from people just teleporting in when.
Yeah, let's just make it a simple spell check.
When you
Simple
get to
spell check.
higher level, you have to look at all the dumb spells that everybody can do that will just thwart dumb things.
Unless you're late, you don't even look anymore. You just play your game and so.
All right. Before we continue, the reason I can't do a spell check, Jasper, is because if Ivan counters it, it automatically counter.
No, spell check for the teleport to function.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's do that.
Very,
let's do that.
I'm very familiar with the area.
Yeah, it's just to get out of this
check,
place.
you know, to force past that.
So, an Arcana?
Just
I
an
think it's
intelligence.
just
Spellcasting modifier.
Let's call it a
What
intelligence check. I don't know. How do you got it? What are you trying to do here, Ivan?
Trying to.
Does a natural 20 work?
Yes, it would work.
That would work. All right, so we have to spend. You're holding this teleport. We all have to spend our turn getting to you.
That is true. I would
Yeah,
say
sure.
you wouldn't be able to grab everyone.
Yeah, so we're all trying to get to you as we see you starting to do the teleport. We know it's happening, and our turn has to be getting to you now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit back on you guys. It's just I'm play Shaz, okay? He doesn't have magic. I hit things, I run from things. If those are my options.
Yeah.
You guys have so many 8th level, 9th level spells almost.
How about,
Were you-
well, will it make you feel better that I used all my 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th level spell slots?
Yes, it would.
That works.
I've thought about making a list of like a guide as a DM to be like, okay, what level are your players? And then you look and say, okay, these are the things that they can deal with.
These are the spells that you need to look out for. These are the
high
things that
AC,
you have to work.
Teleportation.
Okay.
Charming
With
your
that-
monsters and then
Yeah,
disintegrating
charming.
them.
Yeah, just
Okay,
all
with that,
stuff. That's-
everyone has to take a round. That means Gossel, who's the paladin, will have one chance. Jasper, it's your turn. Are you going to?
Hey, if you want to make this real interesting, I have to concentrate on this spell.
He does have to hold
Holding it,
concentration.
yeah, so that does make it tense.
Mr.
Okay.
Iceman.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
we all need to get within 10 feet of Ivan as he's
You have
casting
to
this
touch
spell.
me.
I thought it was touch too, but it says 10 creatures you can see within range.
Yeah, and we are technically
So-
within 10 feet, but
So
maybe
I
this
thought it was-
environment
I
makes
thought it
it
was
so
touch
it's...
too. I thought it was touch too. That's why I looked it up just to be
You're
sure. And it
thinking
says
plane
you.
shift. Plane shift
Yeah.
have to be.
Oh,
Yeah.
plane shift you have to
That's what I
touch,
was
but
thinking.
teleport, I can just, I can even see an object and just say, teleport that.
No, just
Right,
creatures.
perfect.
Only creatures.
Are you sure?
I would qualify.
I'm looking at it now. So we all
okay,
have
so
to
this
get
is-
within 10-foot range. I would say reasonably, we're all without 10 foot of range.
Oh, don't worry. We're doing an Ivan teleport. The things don't necessarily go according to plan anyway.
Wild magic.
So- Jasper, seeing the teleport starting to happen, he is definitely going to move within range, but he is also going to leave Kalma with a parting gift and give her a level. Let's go level 4. Level 4 guiding bolt. He likes to share his love with others. Very little chance of him hitting another nat 20 here, but he's going to twin it just for fun and give it to another of the there's like the Bone General guys, right?
There's the paladin, the 4 whites, and Kalma.
So Paladin and Kalma. So this is going a level 4 guiding bolt to Paladin and Kalma. Do you want 2 attack rolls?
Yes, please.
I
Okay.
imagine like a blackguard paladin, right? Like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
paladin. Okay.
So,
that's
He's
fine.
not
Kalma.
like not all paladins are for the righteousness of
Yeah.
things.
Kalma is Grog guy here, and Paladin is the Bone guy here.
Okay. Well,
Come
let me know.
I'd like another nat 20. Really would. That'd be so much fun. Come on. Hey guys, give me a nat 20. Not a nat 20. It is a it is a 24 and a 23 to hit.
They both hit each of them. They both have an AC of 17.
Okay, that'll do. That'll do. So 4. I said level 4.
Well, the damage the same. I don't want to go through that much.
Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Uh,
7. 5, 11, 16, 17, 20, 23 to each of them.
Okay. With that, 20. That's more than 20 damage.
Radiant.
So, radiant. I understand that. Thank you. 23.
Yep, 23. I will mark.
Okay, that's a little annoying. However, Kalma, having taken a lot of damage, she's going to use her reaction.
Mm.
She's going to use her reaction called Cling to Power, and she's going to do spellcasting.
Going to what?
spell casting as her reaction.
Okay, cool.
Power.
Good call.
Yeah, it's one of the abilities I came up with when I thought it was
Sure.
fun. Order. Did you move and shoot, or did you shoot and move?
Assuming that they were all within appropriate ranges, he shot and then moved.
Okay. She is going to. She's gonna do that. Need to read something quick. She is going to. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. She pulls the paladin on the ground, rips off his armor, and casts. It's a weird choice, but I respect your decision, DM.
They're not quite that close.
No, well, she made her choice as a reaction, and you know what?
They haven't gotten that far in their relationship yet.
She's feeling the end of her life approaching, right? Death's door is clouding her vision.
She sees the teleport happening. She's going to try and slow you down. I need Hargis to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Oh no, she's got my number.
How's your brain, Hargis?
Well, actually, let me get on because I forgot to modify. Let me see. I forgot to
It
complete
might not
my
work depending on how hard
How's your mind? Feeling a little feeble?
I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Unmodified.
It's funny because this isn't actually going to change anything, but it's going to help a little bit.
Okay.
Is that a 1 for Hargis to join in?
That's as a 1. She's
Hargis starts
cashes.
ripping off his clothes to join in with the paladin.
Gives himself a wedgie with a natural 1.
The withered witch.
What's happening?
And then Ivan's quickening up his teleport spell. I'm out.
All right, let the DM speak. I want to know what happens.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
What happens?
Is there really anything you haven't seen?
This effectively changes nothing, but it does help waste your abilities a bit. She casts Mind Whip.
Oh, okay, fun.
Hargis, you take 12 psychic damage, and on your turn, you have to choose between moving, using your action, or using your bonus action. You cannot do more than any of one.
That's a cool spell.
Oh, okay.
So, should you move to get to teleport, you can't do anything else.
Alrighty.
So that's what she does. I could use. I was saving that ability specifically for Jasper with his bonus action shenanigans. But that is what she does. Not the smartest move, but not the worst move. So
No.
That's it.
Hey. She's moving the best she can with that giant paladin.
She got a
That is-
recent
that
hit
is-
replacement. She can't move much faster.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
she's
made of
got...
ash, namely. Jasper, that's your end of your turn?
Yes, it was.
Fossil's turn. Evan, you're not very wise, are you?
What?
Rude.
What are you saying?
For one.
But you do have advantage on that. He doesn't know that. So let's start simple. Let me just see if this works on you before he casts it like a dumbass. He can tell you're an elf.
Stupid elf.
None. Elf. I'm a gray man.
Yes. Stupid elf.
Why did I drop my disguise?
Yeah.
I live
Command
here.
on you as he points his hand.
Oh no!
Points his hand at me.
Points his hand at you and says, "Approach."
Oh,
Wisdom save, please.
He's doing command on me?
yeah.
Because you have advantage, but if you should fail, it will ruin teleport.
Well, my action was for my previous turn, not my current turn. Oh, because I'm holding it?
You're holding it. Yeah, well, it'll just pull you out of range. It'll just pull you out of range of us, depending on where he is.
Well, yeah.
Because you're still concentrating, but you just move. Is it on your turn? The command
It's on his
happens?
next turn. Am I
It's a
doing
good thing it's with
everything
advantage. I rolled the die roll was a 1, and then the next one was a 14, so a total 17.
wrong? 17 succeeds.
Elven nature barely saved you.
He sends a command towards you, and you're just like,
I'm good.
I walk towards him, and I turn and walk away.
You get close enough so that when you whip your hair, it hits him in the face.
Yeah.
I think it.
Ivan's got long hair.
Yeah,
You're doing the drag
Ivan has
race.
short hair.
Ivan has long hair.
Yeah. I always thought he was short hair.
Brandbreck had short hair.
Brandbreck was very short beard.
That's all Gossel can do, because he could have attacked
Brandbreck
you
was
several
short.
times
He was
with
a
the toes,
dwarf.
but instead he decided command was a better option. Man, I need to change their intelligence scores
just
to
gotta-
my intelligence score.
He got a smile on his face as he saw me walking towards him, and then a totally
Yes,
rejected
approach,
face when I walked.
Oh, come on.
Is that really necessary, bro?
It
Really?
is your turn. If you choose to move towards the teleport, you can't do anything else.
Argus.
Is that what you do?
It's Argus's turn, right?
Yeah, Hargus.
It is Argus's turn.
All right, if Ivan is going to be doing that, I'm going to back right into the pillar.
Yeah, I walk towards the guy from the approach, then I turn around and then towards Hargus. And then he turns around and backs into me.
I'm out.
Between that and what the witch was doing earlier, I mean, this has got real weird.
Akron, it is your turn.
Could do the chicken
I
dance.
rolled a, 7.
Thank you, Hargus.
Did the whites...
Everyone has gone through their turns, and I've just made very poor decisions.
What about
It's
the
your turn.
whites? Did the whites get you?
Hey, I'm all about the reader right now.
All
Oh,
of them?
Yeah, I wrote for them collectively. I'm not going to roll 7 more white.
Oh, I mean, if there's 7, I'd allow at least a couple rolls.
I'll roll 2 more white.
Maybe.
Like they could
Okay,
be
some whites
groups
went
of
for
2, you know, like 2, 4.
Okay, we'll do groups of 2. They
I'm
got a
an
14
excellent
then.
spear
They technically
dancer.
go before Gossel, but they've been holding up their turns because they were polite. Okay. Man, I am. I don't know. I feel like I'm my own worst enemy right now. Like, you guys are like, hey,
We're all trying to help you.
I know.
You're all trying to help me kill you, and I appreciate it. It's really bad.
This is how I am with every game
What are we
in
doing?
existence, is I just like when the game's fair. Like, I don't care if I win, I don't care if they win. I just, as long as it's fair, it's satisfying to me. And so I hate when it's like this, where it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's just the dice.
Hey,
you know?
Ivan, let's remember a time when Brandbreck threw a Beastmaster against you, and they did shit as a boss fight.
That was the worst dice. Like, oh. And Hargus just did slow, and it ruined everything for him.
He
It's like,
cast
oh,
one
I can't do
spell,
anything
and I was
now.
like, can't use the
Great
bonus
moment.
action, can't do the reaction.
I thought that was an excellent moment.
I mean, that was maybe...
The best thing is it was a great climax to the way that trial went as well.
Yeah,
that
that was
funny.
definitely
It was
peak,
We
I
really
threw that
humiliated
spell,
that dwarf guy.
peak Hargus.
Anyways.
That was peak Hargus.
Alright,
spell
so
just because I
anything with
didn't
What we're saying, Hayden, is everybody does it. We've all done it.
Anyway, any
I haven't
change with
DM'd
the
in a long
whites,
time.
or...
The whites, 2 whites take shots at you, 2 at
I'm in the
Ivan.
laundry.
Only
On
2
cold.
a hit with 20. I don't believe you can use your reaction when you're holding things. I don't know. 'Cause it's part of your reaction to hold the spell, right?
He already did his reaction to count.
I already did my reaction to counterspell, so if it's not
Oh, that's true.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
A couple
so,
con saves.
roll
so
damage.
you get hit when your AC is 20 or
24.
less, right?
20. No, sorry, it is 19 at the moment because I'm not
Okay,
blade.
so they do hit you. So I need 2 con saves, please.
Oh, dude is trying to knock me out.
I'm trying to knock you out. I'm trying to inflict at least 1 point of damage. So you're like, should I cast this?
Okay, well, how much damage did I take?
Total of...
It's got to be separate because it's 2 con saves.
Both going to be 10 DC because they're not that great at archers. You take a grand total of 17 piercing.
So do
2
DC
DC
10s, yeah.
There you go.
So I let out a little Michael Jackson yelp twice.
Smaller.
That checks out with your dancing back and forth with the approach command.
I have never seen that happen on D&D Beyond for the con save.
Yeah.
The dice landed and then just popped up and down for a moment and just sat down on 19. And I was like, did I drop it?
You did a Sam Riegel roll, that monster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice reference.
Oh, it's a natural 20.
Thunk.
For a guy that I love so much, I hate to watch him roll that monster.
Yep.
Sorry, did you get 2 successes then?
Yeah, 14 and a 19.
Very well. Okay, Akron, now it's your turn. Are you running up?
All right. So
Good or not.
So yeah,
Me and
I
Hog
blocked I blocked the necrotic strike from her, and I'm like, yes, finally a real battle. Let's go. Seriously, Ivan.
Yeah, he turns around and he sees me and Hargus just pointing
You
to
can
him.
take a pot shot
and, like,
at
a
Cal.
tango.
I see
pose.
the circle of teleportation starting to glow and everything. I'm like,
is it over there? Is it?
Use your action to pot shot.
So
at
I
There
just
you go.
walk into the circle, and then I'm gonna cast Jolting Blade. So I teleport next to. I guess I'll attack the witch. I don't know.
You say, I'm really sorry about this. I was really looking forward to it.
No,
Slap.
I just go and I just stand there, and then I go zoom and disappear, and I appear next to her, same deadpan expression. I'm just like, and then I
Well,
teleport
bye-bye.
back.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
20 to hit. Does that hit?
And who are you?
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Austin, as part of that
So
spell,
I
it should
heal.
make a loud crack noise, like a thunder crack.
So that's 9 points of slashing damage, and
This is the part spell.
9 points of slashing and 10 points of lightning damage.
Magical funnery.
So I just and then I just go back in the.
Sounds like the spit spell.
So that's my
All right.
action.
Very good, very good.
And then I just
You teleport
fold my
back?
arms and pout.
As you retreat back, he's Alma looks at you. She's like, and she shouts. She just screams into the air, "Just find them!" And
That's not fair! You're doing it wrong!
you all disappear in that teleport. Now, how does this work again?
What
There's a
you do?
mishap chance.
I believe we roll on the wild magic table, right, Dustin?
Yeah.
Yeah, the modified wild magic table.
What happens to us, Ivan?
Can I see that table?
So,
got
are you
it.
talking about my extended one?
Yeah, if I can find it.
Yeah, it's really hard to navigate on my blog, so I'll just post it on Homebrew and Rules.
What do you roll, a D100?
No, it's the same. Well, yeah, actually, I think because the original you roll a D100, but it's like they only have like 50.
Yeah, the big group.
I'm like,
yeah.
come on, I mean,
Yeah.
50 would get
It can't be
annoying
20
after
per effect.
a
Yeah.
whole game, and so yeah, I did 100, and I think I kept with the same level of like power and everything like that.
Nice.
Do we each roll on it?
Nice.
Is that how?
Nice.
Yeah, everybody rolls on it.
All right.
Oh, we all roll?
100s, everybody. See what happens.
We all roll a D100?
Hey, this is how it's gonna work.
Okay, Hayden,
You
yeah,
guys, you guys roll it, but I'll tell you the effects.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Alrighty,
If you want a
dude.
surprise, Danny.
go. Okay.
Punish you, damn it! Stop
Well,
being smart
I
and
can't
logical.
find my modified one. I didn't use Austin's. I made one that was much more mishap. That was basically either neutral effects or bad effects for me
Teleport.
casting teleport. There was no good effects.
Well, we'll all roll a D100, and we'll see what happens.
Mine's about, I think.
Now none of us know.
parts each one.
4.
Now none of us know what's going on.
I'll take your guys' numbers and then give them to Hayden so we can make it easier. So I got 60.
So my lotto number is 59.
59.
I keep doing this when I roll D100s. I get perfect 0, so I got a 20.
Yeah, I got one too. I got 60. Interesting.
You gotta trade out that other dice so you can get a 1.
0 would be 100.
I like. No, it was
zero,
20. It was 20 on one die and 0 on the other, so it's just 20.
Okay, Hargus, what did you roll?
44.
All right, and what did Buddy roll? Did you
I didn't target him. I didn't know he was your friend.
Okay.
Buddy's gonna take responsibility for us.
Can't remember if I had any animals out.
Oh, they're good.
Well, if you did, I didn't pick them.
Yeah, you did. I don't remember
That
it.
checks out.
No, I don't think if any animals he would have brought, it would have been in the cellar easily anyway.
Listen,
I haven't been using them.
I'll tell you right now, I only picked 4 people.
That's okay. Who rolled
Single
44?
size.
I'll put them on here. So that was hard.
That's right. I didn't really have anything in my back worth anything. I learned that lesson. This is like the third backpack I've
By
lost.
the economy of the Shadow Amara, you just made that Grey Folk the richest man in the realm.
That's amazing.
Wait.
Buddy's going to be there with your backpack.
Wait, he has Hargis' stuff?
Oh no! Yeah, he's holding
back
Hargis' backpack.
Wait. Hold on.
Not his bag of
Does he have your bag of holding that you just put the gauntlets into?
No.
I gave up on putting things in
That
my
would have
bag.
been devastating.
I wanted to keep a while ago.
It's
That would have been absolutely devastating and
stuff, right?
Because
fucking hilarious.
yeah, he was specific about giving him his backpack full of junk, and then later on he grabbed the gauntlets and put it inside of his own bag of holding. Yeah. And bags of holding you'd always keep on your belt.
I'm just making sure because that would have been a hilarious turn of events for shit. For
We believe
Random
everybody's
chat.
just like,
Who rolled a 44?
It's all on there on general for you.
Oh, did you? Sorry, my Discord is just super slow.
So what was the number?
44.
44 was
44
Hargis.
is Hargis. So as you appear in the witch's house, which I recall very little of, besides there was a flying nest at some point, so I imagine it's pretty well torn up in here.
Yeah.
Actually, the last I mentioned it, you guys, this was actually like being used as a playground by all the like ghostly children. I
Oh
remember
yeah,
That's right,
Ivan
yeah.
would know.
Yeah, they just stand around like a walking dead or something.
Wait, what do you mean full of ghostly children? Didn't we
Yeah,
didn't we miss his house and it become abandoned?
Children. Yeah, and then they
Did become
turned it
abandoned
into
now,
just like
and now like the gray folk children that live here just play on it.
Oh.
Anyways, Hargis, as soon as you pop into existence, you're just like, you know what? Now's a good time for a nap. And you lie down, and you fall asleep. And,
we all just
for the
appear,
next-
and he's just like,
the next minute until someone shakes you or stabs you, you have a pleasant dream.
All right. I like dreaming.
Okay.
As Declan well knows.
20. What does 20 do? Let's see.
oh yeah, he starts with his lucid dream of
Jasper's 20.
standing over the plains.
I need
Looking
Ivan.
line.
I need Ivan to make a wisdom saving throw.
Jasper rolled the 20 though. Just FYI.
I know.
Okay.
Please make a wisdom saving throw against your DC.
Is it a magical effect?
It is, but it's against the DC of...
Mother.
I rolled a 4 and I rolled an 18, so 22 is my save.
that's your save DC, correct, Jasper?
Oh no.
My spell save DC is 21, so he exceeded it by 1.
You... For a second, you feel a smile on your face. Wait, no, I don't laugh. And, sorry. That was hideous laughter. That Jasper's just like, ah! Tries to cast on you.
Burst out of the lightning lance, out of the back of the lightning.
Anyway.
I mean, I chuckle anyways, but then I'm like, why am I feeling the need to keep chuckling? It wasn't that funny. And I turn and I just see Jasper.
Anyways, okay, 44, 59 for Ivan. Let's take a looky-loo. 59. Of course, you gain a spell slot at the lowest level, so you get your shield back. Lucky
There you
you.
go.
Nice.
60 Dakran. That's kind of actually. As well.
Oh, dang.
Long.
I
For
could
the
have
next
gone a
one-
5th level back if I didn't use shield at all. So,
Oh my god, it would have been devastating for me.
Alright, what do I...
Dakran, for the next minute, you just kind of stand there, and your armor doesn't feel right, your shield doesn't feel right, your sword doesn't feel right. You don't remember much about athleticism. You lose your proficiency bonus for a minute.
Oh boy.
It could actually be really devastating if you were in a situation where you need to fight, because you wouldn't be able to cast spells with that armor on.
For an entire round? Oh my gosh. That'd be
Entire minute.
an entire minute. 10
Yeah,
minutes.
any minute. Yeah,
I
not
can't make
entire
any
round.
skill checks, just ability checks.
Yeah, I
Including
meant to say
attacks. It would just
entire
be a
combat,
strength
yeah.
check to attack.
yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Well, congratulations, guys. You're in the witch's house. And you guys notice a bunch of gray folk children are just looking at you.
Jasper's seeing Argus as the debilitated one will quickly run over and do a medicine check, checking around to see what's going on with him just in the past house.
He's clearly asleep.
Trying to wake him up.
He's asleep with a smile on his face.
With a simple shake, you manage to awake Hargus from a pleasant dream. And as we know, all dreams are involving Hargus as a giant naked man.
Jasper backhands him super hard.
I'm looking down. Oh,
Damn it!
Barely an infant slap.
Oh, 61 would have been so cool.
It reminds me of a
You
certain-
shout when you speak.
My
Mine's
second
smoking.
roll on the D100 was an 84. Would that have been cool?
I already closed the thing, so I don't know.
I know. I'm just
I'll look
curious.
it up real quick. I still have it open.
20 felt boring when I did
That
it.
would have been really interesting.
Dang it.
Oh, wait, does he regain spend spell slots on the...
No.
Or sorcery points?
No, it's something
To 100?
different.
What did you get?
I think it's
89?
one I made.
Wow.
What would it have been?
I don't want to tell you in case we do this again because it's really interesting.
I just read it, Austin. It was funny.
Now I want to read it.
Alright, I guess
Now.
I'll just tell you.
Yeah, what was it? What would it
So,
have been?
everything that you're holding...
When am I going to get 84 again?
Everything
Even
that
if you
you're,
do it.
Okay, everything that you're holding that's gold turns to silver, and everything that you're holding that's silver turns to gold. So all your gold coins would turn to silver, and if you had any silver coins, they'd
man.
turn to gold.
Oh, man. Oh, boy, that would have been bad. That would have been
Teleport
rough.
me again, Ivan! Teleport
I
me again!
know. You wouldn't even notice for how long would it take you to
Oh
notice?
yeah, because they're all the same weight. He's like,
Well, it depends. Was her wedding ring gold?
I think Jasper got a tattoo for his wedding band.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I don't think Brissa and him are married yet. No, they haven't
No,
had a
you're
ceremony.
not. Yeah, you made...
No, they're married yet.
Dang, I almost got it. I almost got you into that.
But
Almost
Jasper,
ready.
I did make a note for the DMs in town.
Yeah.
Jasper did get a natural 20 persuasion check for Brissa to consider settling down.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, look, I haven't been wearing a ring for a long time, and I
Yeah,
finally got a
but
tattoo
you-
ring.
Oh my God.
I'm a geologist, so we started the I
lava
love
you?
you joke early into our relationship, and then the YOO became another joke from texting mishaps. And so, did you ever see that short from the Disney thing?
I love her, yo.
I love you.
Yeah. I love
No.
Yeah.
We both got tattoos. This is her handwriting, and she got my handwriting on hers.
That's cool.
So hers looks better.
Tattoos?
I mean,
Her-
yours
mine
looks better.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
mine looks better. Mine looks slightly better than hers.
Yeah, if we're
Um,
doing handwriting, I don't think they could read mine, so I don't know if that would have worked.
I tried
It's really
my
funny
I
because you
do
guys
look
just
my writing
teleported.
great, so it could be a
Where
little
did we teleport?
unfair.
Where did we teleport?
to the witch
to
house.
the witch's house.
Yeah.
You know what I realized though is that is where they just came from. Same town you guys are now
hold
in.
on. He still needs to roll for the teleport roll, right?
I'm very familiar with it, so it's an
I
automatic.
don't know if you're very familiar with it. It was 12 years ago. And you were there like one time, right?
That's a fair point.
You've been there.
Fair point.
Is that like
I
think there's a step under that where it's like you've been there once. Or
There's a
something.
passing familiarity. Visited once, I
Visited
believe.
once.
I am currently playing D&D against 4 DMs.
I just feel so bad for Hayden. And also, I love the teleport spell because I love ending up.
Maybe 4.5.
You eventually ran. It's been cut in half from what my
Because you
plans
only
were.
went there once. If you
You have a description.
Don't feel bad.
if you made a summer home of it in the Shadowfell, then that's one thing. But
So if it's viewed once,
Viewed
on,
once.
on target is a 74 to 100.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
still,
it's a
you're
0 to
pretty
43.
light.
Alright, roll me a D100. We'll see how close you get.
On that
think
note,
you'd-
I
I
still
think
suffer
you'd
the
want-
normal effects of it. If I'm off target, then the distance off target is 1d10 times 1d10. Oh wait, no,
Miles,
hold
right?
on.
It's like
boy.
1d10 miles away in like a random direction or something.
1d10, yeah, in a range, yeah.
Which, you know, we're kind of close to the ocean. I don't know if I want to know what Shadow Mars ocean is like.
What, can't you guys fly all the time?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's read this.
I guess I
You
can
and your
walk on
group.
Mars.
So first off, it's going to be. I need to roll to see if I'm on target. Or
Yeah,
not.
let's see what
Okay,
happens.
Still a
Yeah.
3 out
Let's
of
see
4
that.
chance, so you're
Yeah.
probably okay, but we'll see.
No, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun.
What did you roll this?
Mishap.
Well, I got a double 0. I'll tell you that part, but I'm not telling you what the other number was.
Oh,
Okay,
if
so it was
it's
less than
not
a 10.
0, then...
Mishap. Mishap. Mishap.
So that would be mishap because I've only viewed it once and I rolled
Yep.
a total of 4.
So it's
Nice.
not on target, it's mishap. Oh boy, okay.
The spell Unpredictable Magic results in a difficult journey. Each teleporting creature or the target object takes 3d10 force damage, and the GM re-rolls on the table to see where you wind up.
Oh, nice.
Multiple
So
mishaps
3d10.
can occur.
So for a moment, we
Oh,
just are sitting there, and there's these kids just like looking at us, and then suddenly we're like, and then just disappear,
So-
glitch out.
I'd
Yeah,
say
no, we
Ivan,
get there and I'm like, oh, that worked this time.
Ivan, roll our damage. Right?
Okay.
Same damage for each of us. Ivan, roll our damage, and then Shaz, roll the next D100 to see what happens next.
How much damage? We'll start with that.
3d10.
This could theoretically kill all of you.
So I guess Harvest is immediately like woken up, like.
Each of us take 16 force damage,
Alright, 16 force.
Hey, are you guys gonna have to roll in the wild
Oh, boy.
table every
And then-
time this happens?
Every
yes,
time-
actually, we
every
do have to
time
do the
Ivan,
wild table again.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh,
yeah, because it
fuck.
teleports us again. That's what the
True.
mishap says.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Ooh,
Maybe you're gonna roll an 84 then just.
I should have checked my HP before all this happened. I am not as good as I thought we once were.
Oh boy.
98. That's what I needed the first time.
Alright,
98.
For,
98 what?
Yeah. 90.
100?
You have to re-roll because we teleport
No,
again.
Shaz rerolls. Or, I'm sorry,
I
Hayden
reroll.
rerolls. The DM rerolls.
Yeah. No, he re-rolls to see how off target we are,
But
or
we
if we run
roll
into
for the
another
wild
mishap.
table, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
no,
but-
I don't think so.
No. The wild table thing is Ivan's version of the spell.
Yeah. So
Each teleporting creature takes 3d10 force damage, and the DM rerolls on the table to see where you wind up.
What about the
Yes.
wild magic
Multiple-
table?
Multiple mishaps can occur, dealing damage each time.
right. So basically,
No.
multiple wild surges happen. when those
Right,
things happen.
but my version of the spell is every time it happens that I
Right.
have to roll is that we get a wild magic thing occurring
Okay.
to us.
Okay. So
Gotcha.
there's a 98.
Oh, so this is your wild magic before he rerolls it all.
Yes, this is
Oh,
the wild
crap.
magic again, so each
Oh,
of you
crap,
have
this
to
is
roll.
another
So
thing.
we're just like
Yeah.
hurtling
So,
through like
if
the
we-
astral plane.
So if we mishap 3 times, we roll the wild magic 3 times.
But you rolled a 98 on your wild magic. That's what you're telling me?
Alright, so 98. What happens on a 98?
No, it's not
Everybody
just
roll
me.
First.
Everybody rolls their
I
D100
got
again.
a
Oh, we all.
You specifically rolled a
Oh,
90.
we
Yeah,
all
my
re-roll again.
specific one is
Oh
98.
no!
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
no!
told you, teleport is much worse for me to do it.
it.
Ivan, you
I wanted to
take.
fight.
Everybody
I didn't
re-roll
want
a
this.
D100.
Then you take 4 psychic damage as you. Remember why you don't like this spell. That's what 98 does. You take 2d10 psychic damage. Can't take you below 1, however.
You rolled a 4 on 2d10.
I got a 44.
Oh,
43.
that was what Hargus got, so you fall asleep.
Oh, you are also asleep.
Oh,
You got what,
it's-
Argus?
That's the same thing
That
as
was a
sleep
44. That's
We're
what
asleep
Hargus rolled.
again.
Oh no! That's
So,
not ideal.
so Jasper casts a spell, jolts, and then falls asleep.
Sorry, Hargus, what did you get?
43.
43, okay. Okay, for the next minute, you can teleport as a bonus action, but it's not gonna do you jack shit.
Oh
I
no,
don't
that
know,
would be
next
terrible if I
minute.
got that.
You can. I don't know if Ivan would. I think he'd be
You
like,
can teleport up to 20 feet. It's not like teleport.
yeah, it's like a Misty Step thing that you just did.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so we
Hey,
all
what did-
teleport wherever, and Hargus is like,
Okay.
What did you get, Dacron?
40.
40. Interesting. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh jeez.
Boy. 19.
Okay,
Yeah.
the next time any creature makes an attack, roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, that number is going to be a 19 on the die.
Okay.
On a D20. Oh no, does that mean the next time we have to roll for damage or something? Wait,
No,
anyways.
it's the next D20.
Yeah, the
Okay.
next time anyone hits you with anything, the d20 is going to be a 19.
So I see a vision
Oh.
of the future.
Now
See
that we
if
did
it's-
the mishap, now we do the reroll of the mishap, which is done by the
Yeah.
DM.
Oh
So now-
my gosh.
So
Oh my
Hayden
gosh.
rolls the D100.
All right,
And if he
Hayden.
doesn't roll above a 43, we
Give
mishap
it to us,
again.
Hayden.
I
No,
thought it
no,
was
You
give
guys
it
all
25.
roll me. Can you guys all?
That's only if that was very familiar.
Hayden,
I've only seen it
Hayden.
once.
This is the combat, my dude.
Yeah, this is the
Getting
and
out of
boss
this
is
teleport.
surviving this.
This is it, man. You roll it. You roll it. Give it. Let's see that D100. Viewed
I
once.
I would,
On
You
the
I
had-
would
viewed
like
once table.
Yeah, you had to point out, Austin, that I had only seen it one time, and there's specifically a line that says viewed once.
Yeah, it's
0
there.
to 43 is a
Yep.
mishap.
Yep.
would like you all to roll d100 as you each take 21 force damage.
God.
And we
Oh.
go through another mishap.
Oh shoot! Another 21 force damage.
If we live through this, I'll kill you.
Shoot.
So, Jasper,
This
you
is
wake
my
up,
most
and
dangerous
you go into
spell.
a dream for
Starting to get a little alarming.
jolted awake.
This
Yeah,
is my
more
most
damage with
dangerous.
this one spell than
Happy how it ends, right? Chaz is gonna be waiting until he's an old man for you guys.
These are gonna. There's some bad, like, wild magic things too, and the chances that we're gonna roll one of them and not just one of these silly 1 minute ones. Like, oh.
Okay, so quick
What's wrong
question.
with
Quick
the math?
question.
These
Let's
guys
start with
just
Argus.
like
Argus,
one-
what did you get for your D100?
Yeah, Hargus, what did you get for your D100?
after the last one. I rolled
Yeah, yeah.
33.
This is the third time.
Okay.
Oh,
Actually, serious point here. Can we enter initiative versus these things? Because if
Sure.
we don't, we're gonna die. We need. If
69.
we don't have initiative versus this spell, we're gonna die.
It's all happening at once. There's.
I mean, there's nothing in the rules. We are outside the scope of the rules.
No, it
This
just
is-
says this is one
And
action, and,
also-
all of this
and
happens.
also
It's
there's-
instant
there's a healthy-
restoration.
There's a healthy bit of homebrew going on here. So,
Well,
Up to the
to
DM,
be
but
to be fair,
I don't
the
know.
the wild magic thing. Even if we said that only happened one time, we have mishap twice,
yeah,
and that's just as per the normal spell.
yeah.
And
All
so
right,
far,
let's
none of our
resolve the wild
mishaps.
magics again.
Yeah, let's find out the wild magic from Hargus. Hargus, what did you get this
What was your
time?
wild magic roll?
69.
69?
69.
Perfect. That is perfect.
All right.
Well, you're all
Here's my wild
invisible,
magic.
Hargus
so
is
you all
what?
become invisible as except for Hargus.
All right.
Everyone's invisible except for
Everyone
Hargus.
except
Hargus
for
disappears,
Hargus.
and Hargus is like, "Oh no!"
I'm alone!
Okay.
All you can hear is the tormented agony of your friends, and that's as good as a ghost right there. Dacrin, what do you got?
Can I get my harp out
19.
and attempt to play a song?
19. Oh my god.
Yes, you may play your song, but it's in and out.
Dacrin, make me a dex
Yeah, I don't know
save.
if I can
Actually,
throw
it
a
won't do
spell is
much,
what I'm
but
trying
make
to
me
do.
a dex save.
Trying to do a
16
healing.
plus 6. So
You're good. You
Fine.
you cast grease on yourself, and then you're like,
Kids are just having a
Jack.
heyday.
Grease is going to get teleported into some random part of the Shadow Mine.
8-0. 8-0.
Oh, it could have been
Oh,
84.
you get true sight for a minute.
I get
you
true
see
sight.
everything.
And finally, last but not least, Ivan, what did you get?
97.
90. Okay, that's high.
High ones. Too bad you're not rolling on a treasure table. Oh, actually, you know what? That would have actually been a 19 that I rolled on that thing, because that's what I, saw into the future.
For the next
whatever,
minute, this is what you hear.
Am I hearing Hargus?
You hear faint ethereal music. Okay, come on, Dice. I don't want to kill everyone.
I mean,
Kill
I did,
everyone.
but not like this.
Hey, you remember at the very beginning of our game I said I would kill everyone?
This
I
is
never knew it would be as the player.
This way, as an accident.
Okay. So finally, you all find yourself teleporting. However, this is qualified as part of the teleport. Roll D100, but when you appear at the house, roll D77. You are safe.
Okay, so the kids see us go.
Another
And now it's
D100
just
as your
Hargus.
Yes,
The rest
the
of us-
final wild magic effect, but you will no longer be taking any more damage.
Oh no, we don't have to do another because we did once for each of the mishaps and once for the original.
Yep, so we're done.
Right.
Okay, but isn't this the final teleport that takes?
No.
you away
It
from
only repeats on the mishap.
Yeah.
Mishap requires us to do
Oh.
it again.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
What the hells was that? Ivan, what did you do?
Jasper.
Where's everybody?
So Hargus is looking around like, what? Where is everyone? Jasper, I will say you can see everything.
Introduce to the group.
She said that's the most attractive forehead you've ever seen. And
Forehead?
Forehead is it?
you're good. Thank you.
Oh, hey.
That's not gonna
For
work. I
spa
don't have
day?
to. Yes. Fat day.
Okay, little orphan Ivan.
Alright, so you guys, I would like con saves from all of you, just in general.
Sure, that's fair.
I'll say DC 15.
One thing I
lots
can
of
do
vomit.
is a con save.
I'm good.
Oh, I'm good. I rolled a 20.
Hargus knows how to handle it.
Now, do we know why I don't like teleporting as Ivan?
Jasper is on the ground, blood streaming out of his nose, eyes, and ears. As somehow, apparently, we did not take a rest after our last combat, and it was just an oversight. I was hurt enough that if I noticed, I would have insisted on a rest, but I did not.
I like to imagine force damage is just pins and needles.
And I'm using Favored by the Gods. I'm using Favored by the Gods to hopefully get somewhere high because I rolled a 3 on the D20.
Oh, this is just against vomit, so.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it's
Rolled a
against.
10.
Yeah.
I mean, you do know. It's literally just your stomach turning.
Oh, all right. Well,
I did 34 points
17.
of healing to
17.
everybody.
Yeah, none of you you don't feel sick. You don't feel sick enough to puke up your lunch.
all right.
Can I make an attempt
It's
at
over.
deception to say it
Did y'all
was
hear me?
Vokial's tower was responsible?
Okay, fair enough. Make a deception
Doing
check against
34
everyone's
points of
passive
healing
insight.
to everybody.
What the hell?
4.
4. Everyone's just 4.
11 is my insight, so.
What's your insight, Jasper?
But I'd say it's an advantage because we know Ivan. So add 5 to your
19 on the die. 19 on the die. For a total of 19. So.
Is that what your passive is?
Oh, no, passive is 10.
I say add 5 because we know Ivan. We'd have advantage.
I'll allow an add 5. So.
I got a 6 on the deception.
Oh man, guys, Vokial's tower.
You can audibly hear with the next
The
turning
groans.
as you all face to look to Ivan.
Oh yeah, I hear the pops when they move.
Jasper rolls over, puts a hand on his own chest, and casts a level 5 healing cure wounds into himself because he is.
And I will reiterate that you guys have literally gone to the exact city those assholes just came from.
I know.
Yeah. I did
Theirs was much more pleasant, however.
Damage,
They would never expect us to go
34
here.
points of healing.
Hey guys, I did the most damage that fight.
You did.
Oh my god.
Plus.
I did
wow.
chicken.
As we're all clawing at the ground.
And I did sauteed peppers, onions, bacon.
Do I get a medal for doing the most damage with a single spell?
Get a cookie.
We'll award you one DM token, but it's only available at DM arcades.
Jasper, can you get us out of here the right way?
Alright, yep. And he, big ol' heal
got
into
one more
himself.
in me.
No, I can take this one. He hobbles over.
You notice these like gray folk children are just watching you. One of them's looking at her, just like, oh, he's colorful, and then another one's literally poking at all of your guys'
other
blood
three-
on the ground with a stick.
All three of us are invisible.
Nobody.
Jasper
I
cast
imagine.
cure wounds, so he's.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
invisible again.
I am
You
invisible.
want me to do another mass cure wounds?
Maybe.
I hear your voices around. I can't see you guys. Come closer.
You have true sight. You can see them.
Oh, I have true
Yeah,
sight.
that's true.
Get over here. That's right. I got true sight. Oh my gosh. Come closer. Let's get out of here. And he's pulling out his necklace. A necklace which has one of those beautiful scintillating green drops from the greenways. He's clasping it in his hand. Quick.
Dagran's like, where's Ivan? Ivan's like, where's Dagran? And you're just like, shut up and get over here, everybody.
Yeah, I got you. Here.
As you watch us like blind moles just bump into each other with their head.
Oh.
And I look around and I'm like, I don't think Buddy made it.
Buddy, who?
Sorry.
That probably
Sorry,
is
Marty.
the question.
And I say, who's Buddy?
You're gonna need another pap. And I bring him in, and we plane shift to the greenways.
Wait, doesn't that mean we just pop up in Morn Blossom?
We could just plane shift back
No.
home.
No,
we
you
question
could,
about
you
the
could plane
greenways.
shift just home.
We are on a different plane. I suppose I could take us anywhere we want back on the prime material.
Yeah.
If I
Plus-
have something attuned to the prime material.
Do you not? We've done it before, haven't we? Or do we have to go find our way through the greenways every time?
I mean, I guess it's a question of whether in the 10 years I found a tuning fork to the prime material plane, because
Don't you make
before,
a tuning fork?
my plane shift had always been through the greenways.
I
I think we actually decided it was always through the greenways, like because that's.
It had always been through the greenways.
Is that what happened during Dustin's arc? Like, did we escape?
Yeah, we
that
went to the
one
greenways.
Crazy, like, general guy to the greenways, and then we had to make our way out. I thought we just told.
Yeah, we went to the greenways. I remember you guys had a bit.
Right,
of a,
but then we shifted back, didn't we?
Yeah, in my arc, you shifted back after you were done.
I
You
don't
didn't just
remember having to
walk
navigate
out.
and find a portal back to, like,
Oh, we definitely shifted back.
Galair or whatever.
Did we?
It was 10
Yeah.
years. If you want a tuning fork to the material plane, you
Probably
could
not
just
too hard to have gotten a tuning fork in the
Or,
last
you
10
know,
years.
the equivalent of a tuning fork.
Yeah,
to this.
yeah.
It turns out
Oh.
it was actually just a fork that Harkin gave you.
Any old fork from the prime material plane will do. It's weird.
As long as it's worth it.
In that
bend
case,
it a little tune.
I think he'd pull out a slightly different colored amber necklace, and probably go to Zeppel-Peppel. I mean, I suppose we could go anywhere, but he wants to go someplace safe.
Our house.
He wants someplace safe.
I mean,
He's not sure if it's safe. I'm not sure if it is.
Castle.
I'm not sure if it is. No, he'll go to what's the
spell fizzles.
B place? What's the B place? B place. Yeah, I know, right?
The what place?
The place where your bees were. It wasn't Zeppel-Peppel. I meant to say.
Oh, Buzz and Bloom.
Buzz and Bloom?
Buzz and Bloom. Yeah. He'll go to Buzz and Bloom.
Does Duffy still live there?
She's on
Zeppel-Peppel.
probably Zeppel-Peppel. Yeah, because they brought other people to Zeppel-Peppel. Huh?
Does anyone still live in Buzz and Bloom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a nice little community going. But no, he'll go to Buzz and Bloom for sure. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? I said too many things in a row. I'm gonna roll a d6, and we're gonna find out which amber piece he drew from his necklace in that moment.
Oh, they all look so red with my eyes.
For his myriad of tuning forks that he's got, and it's gonna be odd number goes to Buzz and Bloom, even number goes to the Greenways.
Number 6, he grabbed the fork.
It's just a fork. All right, so odd or even. Odd to Buzz and Bloom. Sorry, we're in the Greenways, boys.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, having a lot of
Somebody
head
start a
trauma
fire.
and body trauma can do that to you.
Yeah. He grabbed the wrong one at the moment. He just grabbed something to get out of here, and we're in the Greenways.
I'm gonna turn to the right, see some wood. I'm like, I'm gonna start a fire. I'm a little cold.
And he reaches over and jumps on you. Don't do it! Don't do it!
The most feral that we've ever seen Jasper. Like the old cartoons where they get the spiral, like their eyes go big and then like the weird ring colors go crossed.
You guys.
Yeah, but the visual of that teleport was pretty awesome.
Alright.
Eventually,
Detonations of wild magic.
You guys eventually find yourselves in the hollowed out root system of the Greenways. You find that somewhat flourishing with just like the different plants that have grown until you arrive and you just crush everything. A lot of plants turn red with your different disdains of blood. And you, as you're all there, just like, okay, it's over, hopefully. Anyways, you guys actually hear a voice come from behind you. Wait. Hello? Wasn't expecting you. And
I'll just let him talk while I just quietly
Fireball
with my hands.
Who is it?
you all turn around and you I believe all of you met her. You see a red-headed halfling riding a wolf.
Oh, hey!
As I believe, to my knowledge,
I haven't
agreed
met
on.
her, though.
No, I believe we agreed on this, that Rusty agreed to help guard the dragon of the prison place because she was a
Oh,
dragon.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she
What?
would be here, just kind of going back and forth every once in a while. So
Trolling the Greenways?
Was it Ivan or Brambrick that met her?
It's Branbrick, because this
Ivan
was back
in
on the Ivory
Branbrick's
Isles.
form.
This was,
So,
you were still in Branbrick's
We sailed
form because we were
with
still
her.
on the Ivory Isles. Yeah, you
So
still.
it was Brambrick that met her. So she doesn't
it was
recognize
Brambrick.
Ivan.
Oh, she doesn't recognize Ivan. She doesn't recognize Dacron, but you do know she has like her short bow ready, but she recognizes Jasper and Hargus. So like,
and we're invisible anyway, so it doesn't matter.
As I lay on the ground, I just raise my hand. Hello!
As a reminder, the dragon there now has graduated from Voar to Voar Threem.
That's
he's
the
an
one in
adult now.
Zeppel-Peppel. I think.
I think he's still young.
I think she's. Oh, I thought she was taking care of the.
No, wait, that's yours.
hatchling,
I'm sorry.
The
I'm sorry,
hatchling,
Tuvo.
like, emerald one or whatever.
Tuvo is from
that only
so
Lancelot.
he's still a young dragon then.
Tuvo is 10 years. Like that's not enough to go. Yeah, it's
He might be a
still
wormling still.
yeah, it's still Wormling, I think. So he's still
Just-
Tuvo.
I'll attempt to speak to the dragon.
He's not there at the moment. He's not there at the moment.
Okay.
Rusty's a halfling.
Yeah.
Man, I want a snack.
She looks at all of you and she
put some in the mail.
dismounts.
Tell her to put some of those in the mail.
I said put some in the mail.
Somebody's cooking something in the kitchen right now. It's like
for quiches tonight. They're really good.
I love quiche. Quiche are amazing.
Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, we've interrupted Aiden so much.
I love people loving things.
So I'm gonna finish this up.
Anyways, I'm okay with you guys interrupting.
No, it's fun.
You find
Yeah,
yourself.
but we're not okay with it. As I just do it right now. I'll pass for him.
Go ahead. Mute.
Okay, go.
Notice Rusty dismounts her wolf, which looks like a different wolf than the last time you have seen her. Which, makes sense. It's been a while. Wolves don't live the longest.
We're in the
She walks over and she's like, I was not expecting to see you two again.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to be seen.
You look like you've been through hell and back.
Well, enjoy the view, girl.
At least the shadow of it.
Easy.
Disembodied voice.
He looks around for the invisible voice. I'm sorry.
Dacron appears as he tries to punch Ivan, but misses because he's invisible. But that's an attack roll, so it breaks out of his invisibility.
She gets her bow up again. Whoa! Fred, who's this?
No, we're fine. It's Dacron.
Is he the only one like that? How many of you are there?
Ivan's around here somewhere, but he's still.
Who is
Fireball.
I will end you.
The minute passes and he appears.
Okay.
And all the greenways will help me.
You guys notice the wolf is like looking at everyone, just like, the what's happening?
Flame wall.
I have some healing capabilities. Should you require it?
Wow. How are you guys doing? I gave myself a little bump there before we teleported.
I might have hurt myself more than they did.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems likely.
We took like 44 points of force damage from you.
Yeah, no, that was a rough run, man.
I was down to 16 HP.
I'm down to 29.
That's why I was like, I need initiative. I'm down to 16 HP. I thought that could have very easily. Yeah.
Next time that we'll have to teleport out of a critical situation, you won't hesitate to take it, right?
I will not go towards you. I have my own very reliable teleport.
Rusty will.
Mine only takes an action.
She'll put Cure Wounds in any of you if you'd like.
That was plane
I
ship.
imagine we start taking a short rest at this point, right? Sort of.
She'll be the guard for now. She's like,
Jasper's lazily throwing out his gray bags of things, and he gets 2 giant badgers. And he's just
not now, Jasper.
Those poor subservient souls.
They say they like it. It's fine. Shut up. You've got lots of slaves in your stupid little glass thing there. What are you talking about? Yours are like seriously.
Oh right! I'm just gonna go up and I'm gonna tip it back like a cup and suck the soul out of it and heal myself.
They actually literally hate you.
Hey, you guys just hear from the cage. Ow!
Oh, hit points! Awesome.
Just eat Otis.
So yeah, you guys get a little camp, for lack of better words. It's warm in here, so there's no need for fire.
Yeah, we just take a rest before we even think of messing with the gauntlets at this point. Just want to rest.
Yeah. A little short rest. I start pulling out a jar.
Oh, so you just took a sip of Otis's soul then?
Yeah, I took a sip of Otis.
Yeah.
Otis wasn't inserted.
No, I don't, because I think we agreed that I couldn't do any of the stuff that I planned on putting them in the magic
Oh,
jar.
I see. Like, you can't like access anything from it if you want to put them in a
Yeah.
sock.
So I'm gonna pull out my magic jar container.
Okay, and you have to like what? Combine it with another object as we discussed.
I will have to. I can only do it after a long rest, actually. But I'm an elf, which means I only have to do it for 4 hours. So
I'm curious what you're gonna shove Otis inside. Oh,
Squeaky.
there's no
bat
response.
toy.
Just a smile.
I have a stuffed parrot.
You know, it's good that you captured his soul, Ivan, because creatures who die in Shadowmar just come back the next day.
That's how we
he would have
defeat
just kept
Roger? Oh my
hunting us
god.
over and over again. Especially Jasper and you, since you both lightninged him, and so now he's stuck.
Oh my god, you put his soul in a copper rod and just put it on your house.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You know, we have a nice thunderstorm coming in, and you just hear above the house.
There are spells that can summon. There are spells that summon those exact things as well.
Anyways, I'm going to do this. I'm like, hey, Hargus,
Eh?
have you ever wanted a sentient banjo?
I like the sound of it.
Oh, I do too. Pun intended.
I don't know that I need a banjo.
I plan on experimenting a little bit more with this one. I'm hoping to be able to infuse Psychic Scream into a banjo for you guys. Putting this all into.
Oh no, we've talked about this before. If you're gonna do like thunder or psychic damage from an instrument, it's a recorder. It's a third grade recorder. Heads just explode.
Willingly failing
mind.
to them.
I'll get a wooden flute recorder.
I'm just gonna close all these stat blocks I
Who's
had.
the data girl named Psychic Scream?
I need to put them in my magic jar.
That
But
was rough.
instead of a short rest, are we taking a long rest? I think it would be good.
Safe
Yeah,
here
if
in the
you guys
Greenway.
want. I just need a short rest, but
We have
I mean,
many defenses here, as you well
I would
know,
like to sleep
so-
for 4 hours at least. Meditate.
I mean, at worst, we'll have a large bug come by, and I can keep watch of that easily. So feel free to rest.
thanks,
Yeah.
Rusty.
A nap would be good.
You're
I wouldn't be opposed to a nap. But yeah, we still got the rest of the day. I suppose we could move. I can still plane shift us somewhere else. So I can
You
take us somewhere
could,
else.
or you could just stay here. If you guys, like, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
no.
sure fingers aren't supposed to look like that.
No, for now
Do
I'm.
you sleep in here, or do you have a place nearby?
We're a little ways out from any portal that would lead us to the central, the island where the tree and the amber is.
The sun
I was
How
just doing
many hours?
3.
You could do 3.
What, do you want to travel first?
Travel first, get in a better spot.
Why, Jasper can just port us back in from anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to go to Lusan Galad and visit with Tuvo for a bit,
I wanna go
or
home.
which one is that? What do you consider home?
Our keep. Where I
Oh,
have my room.
Um,
My bed.
Okay.
And my stuff.
So funny that Shaz also was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go off and find Flint while you guys are gone. I'm gonna make like a protective force, and you guys are back like 3 days later."
It'll be super chill. Don't even worry about it. Everything will be fine.
You come back and Shaz is just sleeping on the couch, like, "Oh, I thought you'd be gone."
Oh, you guys back already?
Chaz was actually delaying everything. There's like been a party
Somehow
in
our interplanar
our-
journeys never take very long. Just
He-
kind of in and
there was a-
out,
Listen,
guys are just
all
so
right,
effective.
Okay,
all right. Let's just. What do you guys want to do? It's up to you guys. I can teleport us back to our keep or
I would like a
wherever.
place to stop if we want to,
Yeah.
decide that next week.
Before we plane shift, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted to spend next week, like, sort of making
Thinking
a
about it?
decision about what
It's a
we
good
want to
stop
do next.
spot.
Okay. So as far as I see it, it's either back to the keep, we travel for a little bit to Lasan Galad, or we take a nap here and then plane shift after an hour or so when we feel a bit rested
I
up.
think a short rest definitely before we do any of that. When
Short
she's
rest here, I think, is a fantastic idea. I hurt.
And
I
then
hurt
we'll,
everything.
And then we'll end it there, and then after the
Okay.
short rest.
I will use Tree Father's blessing to bring forth a bountiful bouquet of beautifully shimmering green liquid and fruit that blossoms all on the outside, and it's the nectar of the green ways there that everyone can sip upon.
Did you try
Very
casting
refreshing.
this in Shadow Amar?
We never did.
Oh, I'm curious.
We weren't even there for a night. We went into Hargis.
We kept going to
Yeah,
Hargis's.
yeah. We got Hargis's mansion,
I
and
think
yeah,
it
we
would've
never
made, like
got-
a big withered thing, or maybe a thing full of just
It's all no. It would have been all durian. It would have been all durian fruit.
and tamarinds. I hate tamarinds.
Well, on
It's
that
so
note,
gritty. Why is it so?
I love
gritty?
the idea. I love the idea that it just produces standard rations, and it's like, oh,
Oh, it's hardtack in the shape of little apples.
you mean to tell us that random standard rations are like the pits of despair that people are selling us for like 5 silver?
Oh,
Raisins
prunes.
and-
It's just
Raisins and
prunes.
tofurkey.
All right, I had a good one, guys.
Oh, sorry for screwing
Oh,
up
it's
everything,
fine.
Hayden. It's so hard to DM for high level characters,
Oh,
but we had fun.
fine.
Like, you did great because we had fun.
I mean, I know that sometimes is hard to resolve as a DM, but yeah, we all had a really good time.
did I show up for the one session and then end it?
There was
To keep
cooperative.
DMing, just because you guys left my
Just a little
world where
bit.
I can torment you as I
Just a little
see
bit.
fit, doesn't mean I won't torment you further.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, there's lots of
it's not
other stuff.
over until Hayden
Also-
says it's over. Plus, we still have
Also,
some
you guys are all on. You guys are all on Ben Kotha's hit list. Hargis, you've gone right off.
We had something special, Argus.
And we've resolved
Don't
nothing with the
underestimate.
gauntlets.
Shadow
I mean,
Realm,
yeah,
no wrath, like a
You'll have
woman
to go.
scorned.
We
Hargis.
have them. Yeah, nothing is. Actually, to that point, Hayden,
Hargis is just like, ain't my first rodeo.
are you carrying through this gauntlet thing, or how far do you see your arc going here?
I can't. On the one hand, it would be cool to wrap up here. On the other hand, that would be even shorter than my last one, which was pretty short. I'd like to continue. It's just I gotta prep for 60.
There's always a direction. Just use next week to come up with something. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna try and kill the wretch. I'm sure I can do something with the hells.
This is
It
only
seems like I'm-
the 4th episode of this arc, so we gotta give him more time. So
I'm a speed runner in terms of arcs. You give it to me, and I'm
we
just
can
like hot
speed
potato.
run his arc. We're just like, okay, I'm gonna go
You
straight
know,
here and.
Somewhat
Choose the boss and
on
we're done.
brand, I constantly seem to get us straight to the end setting in all of our arcs with one of
Just-
my choices.
Little bits and resolution. That was a ton of fun. It's great having you back, Dustin. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. I'm gonna go put my boy to bed. Is that little guy?
You will see me next week. I have missed you all greatly.
Awesome.
I am
We
glad
miss
to
you.
be back.
Great having you.
Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. Hayden, thanks a lot for the ton of fun, buddy.
That was great.
Good night, y'all.
Good seeing you,
All right, I'll
Aaron.
see you later.
Good seeing you, Scott.
Bye,
Good seeing
guys.
you, Hayden.